Greetings, everyone. This is Joe, or Ozma from Witty Wizards and the Chaotic Neutral Podcast. I just wanted to take a moment before this podcast begins to just say thank you to everyone that has made this podcast possible and supported us along the way. Jeff, Ryan, and I have been talking about doing this for a long time now, and I'm glad we finally did to sit down and record us yelling at each other. We have a lot more content coming in 2019. We have a few new podcasts, some live plays, a Patreon, and some merchandise coming out as well. The podcast you're about to watch is a special holiday-themed homebrew I've been working on for the last couple weeks. We've got 3 all-new players and 1 veteran to participate. And the best part is, they don't know that it's a holiday-themed playthrough. I'm really excited for this holiday homebrew and the rest of the content we have slated for 2019. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays. So, without further ado, please kick back and enjoy as Witty Wizards presents A Very Chaotic Christmas. Everyone, this is Joe, and welcome to A Very Chaotic Christmas, our very first holiday special. I want to say thank you for everybody listening right now, and we're going to go through our intros, let you know who we're playing with and what everybody's doing. Starting off with right over here.
Hi, this is JJC. I am playing an uplifted bear, Technomancer. His name is Gurr.
Enhancement Technomancer.
He's got a little bit of a backstory here. I'm just going to go through that right now. My character is a cybernetic bear. I used to be a show bear in a circus that would travel the universe. Whoa. After years of traveling with the bearded Sheeran, the ugly Lashunta, the conjoined Yosoki twins, and other various oddities, I managed to sneak away one dark and stormy night. I had no place to go and no place to call home, so I made for the first ship I could find, the Big Tuna. On the Big Tuna, I met a technomancer who sensed a great power sleeping within, like a sleeping lion or tiger or giant badger. He helped me unlock the power by showing me the power of the enhancement technomancer, so 2 times the power. A strong melee fighter that buffs himself and moves in for the kill. I traveled with the Big Tuna for years until I heard about a job with the crew of the Red Violin. I joined Holly and her crew for the job and never left. I now find myself and the crew on the way to Castrovel after getting into distress from a village up north. My greatest fear, since you asked, Joe, is losing my freedom.
That's fair.
And my greatest strength is dem arms dough.
Gains.
And next up.
Hello. My name is Anthony. I'm playing an android Sheeran.
Ooh.
More on that in a second. As a Sheeran, always had a big family. We always loved the holidays. One day, my family left me home alone. While I was home alone, my house was actually attacked by 2 humans, and they kept calling themselves the Moist Thieves. I didn't know what to do. I thought about setting some traps. We had extra paint cans lying around, a couple other things like that. But I was little android, couldn't do anything about it. During that robbery, 2 androids were walking by, and they actually stopped the Moist Thieves from robbing my home. When I was young, I imprinted on them and basically assumed that I myself was an android. So I'm actually a Sheeran who thinks he's an android. And my greatest fear is finding out that I'm actually not an android, but my greatest strength is knowing that I'm an android.
What class are you playing?
I'm playing a soldier.
Nice. Next up.
I'm Jake, and I am playing a Solarian
Wolfman.
His name is George, the Heartless Star Michaels. His backstory, a little bit foggy. I used to be in love, but something happened to end that. I don't know what happened. But then I became a gladiator on that rat planet, and somebody gave me a scar on my face, and I didn't really like that, because I like being pretty. So I had to give that up. Then I got that scar removed, because I had to get my face all nice and beautiful again. Then I went ahead and decided to take work as a bodyguard. I ended up taking a contract with Holly Holiday. She's a musician, and that's who I'm hanging out with now. And my greatest fear is finding out that the person I gave my heart to threw it away. And my greatest strength is eating tons and tons of raw vegetables. But that has no significance.
I just felt like you really wanted to eat raw vegetables at some point. So
I did. If I can at least do it in a fake world, then
Yeah,
I'll feel
right?
better about my life,
yeah, no,
So
I agree.
He's
when
a
I get
vegan,
diabetes.
vegan wolf man?
Oh, yeah.
Is that what we're...
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, last up.
Hello, I'm Rebecca. I am playing Holly Holiday. I am a cat race who is a space pirate. I started off as a musician. I'm schooled in several different instruments, but of course my favorite was the theremin. So one day I was doing a concert of exclusively Smash Mouth's hit single, All Star, covered by the theremin, when I realized the people who hired me were actually robbing the venue while I performed. Once I realized what a lucrative business that could be, I decided to get in on the piracy world, and now I travel the galaxy playing concerts and robbing people. I have a ship called the Red Violin. I got myself a crew, and we pirate in space.
You pirate things up.
Yeah.
Playing
tell me I was
shows
also
and
a
robbing
pirate?
people. That's the dream.
Yeah.
My greatest fear is losing my ship, and my greatest strength is theremin playing.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. So here we are. We are on the deck of the Red Violin Holly Holiday ship. And you guys just got done with a huge job, got a bunch of money, trying to figure out what you're doing. We have our android soldier. He was shopping on Space Amazon trying to figure out what he wanted to buy. And he was messing around with the radio, and he actually got a transmission on some frequency that he never goes to. It's 012.25. And it turns out that it's actually a distress call from Castrovel. He went over and told Holly about it. Holly thought, I just made a bunch of money. Might as well go see what's going on with this. So you guys are on your way to Castrovel to find out what happened with the distress. It's just a couple hours to get there. So we'll hang out. You guys have anything you guys want to say to each other?
It's a jolly holiday.
Let's get this bread.
Yeah.
Getting paper.
You will not be getting paid for this mission.
All that matters is at the end of the day, we're all dear, dear friends.
Okay. I guess we can do it pro bono then.
You guys fly into Castrovel, and as you guys are flying over the cities and the forests and all the amazingness that is Castrovel, you get closer and closer to the distress signal. You notice that it's kind of up north. The snow begins to start falling. You land your ship a little bit outside of the village just because up here it's a little more primitive. They do have some technology, but not everything is up to date with like spacecrafts and energy weapons and things like that. Mostly because it's hard for them to get things being so far up north with the snow and everything. And you guys decide to make the trek to the village on foot. As you guys begin to approach the village, you see huge stone walls and just one massive door and one soldier standing in front of it. As you begin to walk, the soldier starts to wave at you, seems very excited to see you all.
I can walk up to him and greet him
All
as
right.
a fellow soldier.
Cool. You walk up to him, and what do you say?
Hello, sir. How's your day going?
Roll for initiative? Just kidding.
Not well. Not well, I can see that.
That's why he was excited.
He's ready to fight.
No, I go up, basically greet him, say, hi, we heard a distress signal. We're coming to make sure you guys are doing okay.
Oh, fantastic. We thought we thought heroes would never come help us. Where is it? Is it just you four?
That's right.
He begins to look up at the giant bear in front of him, and he just kind of shivers a little bit, and he's like, oh, guess that's really all you need when you have him.
He's a big softy. Don't worry about him.
Well, come on in. I need to take you to our mayor so we can talk to you about the silver.
The what now?
The silver. That's why you guys are here, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what the silver is, do you?
No idea.
No, we definitely know, but can you just remind us just in case?
So the distress signal was saying that we kept having murders in the village from this thing called the silver. Just come in. Mayor Bailey will tell you more about it. The door begins to open, and as you walk in, you see it's a very small village. There's a couple buildings here and there. It's not very big. You do see that they have a storehouse. The door to the storehouse actually is broken, and you do see some red marks. You don't quite know if it's blood. It might be just rust. You're not sure unless you further investigate. The soldier keeps moving you forward towards what the biggest house in the village is. He's like, here, this is Mayor Bailey's house. Please go talk to him.
Are there any, can I perception, see if there's any like scratch marks or blood on his house or anything?
Sure.
Gentleman's 9.
You do see that there are some scratch marks on the door. You can't quite figure out what was scratching at it. You also do see a little bit on the window, and you do know that one of the windows looks that it had been broken recently, because there's that like piece of paper and the tape covering it to keep the.
Is it like wrapping paper?
Yeah. I like that. You can see like wrapping paper covering it.
Is there a bow?
No.
Don't be ridiculous.
Sorry.
Can I physical science or life science to see what may have scratched at it to cause
Yep.
that? 12.
You kind of think that it might be some sort of large beast, maybe like a tiger or a lion, but you don't quite know if those exist in Castrovel.
Okay. I relay that information to the crew.
On your comms.
Yeah. Well, through telepathy.
Oh.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Also,
I like that.
I have telepathy.
That's canon.
Yeah.
I wish androids had telepathy.
If you dream it, you can do it.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Just believe that you can do it and you have it.
Yeah.
Do you guys walk into the mayor's office? Or the mayor's house?
Before we do, can I check out the red stuff on the floor?
Sure. So you want to walk back to the storeroom? All right. So you walk up to the storehouse. You do see that there, as you get closer, you do kind of notice that it is very red, a little coppery in color. Just because you're a soldier, you do know that it is blood. There's not a lot of it. There's not a massive pool or anything like that. It more looks like it's almost splatter. And then you do see inside the storeroom, there's a couple barrels that have just been torn open.
Okay. I'll walk back to my crew and let them know, hey, yeah, that looks like blood. Also in the storeroom, there are some barrels that have just been tore open.
Did you check what was in the barrels?
I don't want to be rude.
That's fair.
Dude, we're
We
pirates.
gotta be sneaky about it.
You're pirates with a heart of gold.
Apparently so.
Honor among thieves. Moist thieves.
Okay. Let's go into the...
All right. So you
Mayor.
guys open the door to the mayor's house. And as you walk in, you do see that it is it's very dimly lit. There's not a lot of paintings on the wall. There's not a lot of riches. You can really tell that this is a very, very basic village. And as you walk in, you see a human standing at a table, kind of just looking around, trying to figure out. He seems to be pretty deep in thought. As you get closer to the table, you see that it is a map of an area that you're not familiar with. Again, he's very deep in thought. He doesn't even realize that you're in the house yet.
Are you the mayor?
He kind of jumps a little bit and he turns around and he's very shocked by a giant bear standing in front of him. And he goes, What?
Are you the mayor? We got shown into this house by one of your soldiers. He said to come speak with you.
Yes. Sorry. Tim just likes to send people into my house without saying anything. I am Mayor Bailey. Are you by chance here to answer our distress call?
Yeah.
Perfect. They said fixing that radio wouldn't be a good thing. Well, that shows them. Well, thank you all for coming. Would you care for anything to drink or eat? Please, there's a story I need to tell you.
Anything alcoholic?
No,
That's too bad. I'm having a hankering for some Baileys for some reason.
I apologize. We don't have much here. Especially don't have any alcohol. It's too expensive.
Just like Jeff's house.
We do have a fabulous, slightly flavored water called La Croix.
Ooh.
That's a hard pass.
Oh, well, I tried.
I'll take one.
Do you have any vegetables?
Yes, we do.
What do you got?
I only have raw vegetables. Is that okay?
Oh, yes.
Perfect. He kind of claps his hands, and you can see an older woman walk into the room. He says, Darlene, please show this man to our vegetables. He's very excited about them.
Very.
So then George and Darlene begin to walk off to the kitchen, and he looks at the three of you and he says, do you have a moment to hear our plight?
Of course.
Lately,
Do you mind if I push this glass off the table real quickly?
if you feel that, that's fine. I can get another one.
I'm just going to walk on this table.
As you walk on the table, you start tearing apart the map that's on there. That was expensive. We'll draw another one. Anyways, we've been recently attacked over the last couple months by something we're calling the Silver. If you walked by our storeroom, I'm sure you saw the small blood that's outside there. We're not quite sure what this creature is. We do know that it only attacks at night, and it takes one person and various other things from around the village.
Has anybody seen it?
No one has been able to see it. It mostly comes at night when everyone is asleep. We have guards, but somehow it gets past all the guards. We don't know how it happens.
Is there any pattern in who they're taking? Men, women, children, virgins?
No, none at all. All just complete people. Just sometimes men, sometimes women, sometimes children. But it takes one person, and again, some very curious things that it also steals. We haven't quite figured out what it is yet.
Have you seen any tracks or anything, or has it just been in and out?
Over the last couple weeks, we've seen some tracks towards the north part of the village. We've also noticed a small hole in the wall there too. We boarded it up, but every time the Silver comes and attacks, the boards are gone. So we think maybe that's how it's getting in.
Do you suspect anyone in the village?
No, that's the weirdest thing. It not only steals one person, but it steals baking ingredients. Flour, some water, sugar. It steals all of those as well. That wouldn't be beneficial if it was someone from the village.
Explains why you have no amenities in the house.
Well, we're very simple people here.
Okay.
Some of those ingredients are known to make alcohol.
Well, once this mission is done and you've managed to kill the Silver, please, I would love if you could come back and show us.
Of course. As an android.
As an android?
As an android.
I know how to
have
make booze.
thousands of recipes within my hard drive.
Is that it? You just have combat skills and recipes?
That's it. What more do you need?
That's a good point.
He doesn't have resolve points. He has recipe points.
So if I don't mean to haste you, but please, if you could leave as early as possible. The sun is still out for quite some time, and if we could get you to go to the north as fast as possible, you might have a better chance of maybe stopping it before it attacks.
What do you say, crew?
Yeah.
I like your enthusiasm.
Honey, we're out of vegetables.
Well, I guess your wolf friend has eaten all of our vegetables. Small price to pay if you're able to kill the Silver.
And if we're not, at least we tried, right?
Sure. Well, are you willing to leave now?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Are there any items you could give us that might help us?
Like a LaCroix?
I had a map,
Yeah.
but that is unfortunately in tatters now. So you kind of eyes the cat.
I'll just point us to the hole in the wall then. We'll take it from there.
Sure. So the hole in the wall is actually on the other side of my house. He begins to walk you towards the door. He calls for Darlene to show the wolf man the door as well.
Thank you for the vegetables.
He says, yes, I'm glad you had your fill.
Oh, I did.
Would you say he's well fed?
He's very well fed.
I'm grass-fed,
100% organic.
cage-free.
Free range.
Again, he opens the door and calls for Tim to come over. And again, the small soldier begins to run up. And he says, Mayor Bailey, have they agreed to help? Yes, Tim. Now please show them to the break in the wall. So Tim then walks you around the side of the mayor's house towards the back. And he shows you, this is where we think the Silver keeps coming in at. Please, I don't want to disturb you. I'll leave you to it, but good luck, adventurers.
Thank you.
Tim walks off.
Goodbye, Tim. I'll miss you.
He kind of like turns around and looks at you over his shoulder, and he's a little red. And he just scampers off.
Classic Tim.
I didn't like that guy. Who offers you a LaCroix and then doesn't give you a LaCroix?
Well, to be fair, the mayor offered you one, not Tim.
Oh,
All right, so you guys see the massive stone wall, and then you do see there's about 4 foot by 2 foot hole in the wall. There are a couple wooden boards over it. Nothing on the other side of the hole, though. If you look through it, the boards are actually just on the town side of the wall.
how high is the wall?
Probably by your Android calculations, give me a D8 roll.
Am I adding anything to this?
No.
7.
It's 7 feet tall.
Scanning the wall.
Beep, beep, beep.
I'm estimating this wall to be around 7 feet. So this would have to be a very large creature to scale the wall. It'd be very odd for them to remove the boards once it's scaled. What are your guys' thoughts?
I just have a question. The whole opening is 4 foot by 2 foot.
Yep. So 4 feet tall and then 2 feet wide.
I am not going to fit through there.
Damn it, I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Is there a tree?
Is there?
Oh, he was looking at you. Do you guys want to give me a perception of the area?
Sure.
Sure. I got a nat 20.
Yeah, you did.
Damn.
Boom! First roll of the night.
I
That's
got
it.
a regular 20.
I got a gentleman's 14.
16.
All of you will notice that there's a couple pine trees, maybe some Douglas ferns. You also do see that there used to be a tree next to where the hole in the wall is, but that tree has been cut down.
Sorry, Bear Man.
And Holly will also notice that there are scratch marks on the whole side of the wall. And then you can tell that there's also what appears to be new mortar and bricks going up probably another foot of the wall.
There appears to be scratch marks on the wall and what looks like new mortar and bricks going up the wall. Did you guys notice that?
Not until you said something. Can we see, like, is it like part of like an enclosed, like, is this village inside of like 4 walls?
Yep.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
this wall is just to a corner then.
No, this wall is basically, it leads to the like an outside area.
Okay.
You can see that there's definitely like almost like a snow plane on the other side of the wall.
Okay.
You can't really notice much else because you're looking through, you have a restricted view, but you can tell that there is just a plane outside, like a snowy plane.
I would like to crawl through the hole in the wall.
So you begin to remove the wooden planks, and as you begin to remove the wooden planks, the new bricks that were set up begin to crumble and fall. And it actually, JJC,
Yep.
what is your height?
10 feet.
So you could crawl
You're a bear
though.
of a bear.
Right.
Yeah,
10
yeah,
feet tall if I'm standing on 2 feet.
All right,
so.
all right. So as you begin to take the wooden planks off, the new bricks that were set up begin to crumble, and it actually opens up about another foot of space
Thank God.
both ways.
You're welcome, buddy.
Appreciate it.
And then as you get to the other side and you step out of, you crawl out of the hole, can I get a perception check from you?
Gentleman's 12.
Gentleman's 12. You notice that there is just trees all over the place. It's a very densely packed forest. There's snow everywhere. You do kind of see some very faint scratch marks and drag marks leading off towards the north.
Okay. Am I through the other side of the wall now?
Yep.
Okay, I let them know everything you just told me.
You guys better go in before me so I can try and squeeze my fat ass in there in the very end.
Holly, would you like me to go first or after you?
Maybe
Age
we
before
should
beauty.
maybe we should leave one person behind so they can
So-
push from the other side in case he gets stuck, Winnie the Pooh style.
So you're going first?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I crawl through the hole.
Perfect. Holly crawls through the wall and you clear it and you see everything that he says. Missile said.
Great scouting missile. Perfect report.
Thank you, Holly. I pat you on the head.
I'll crawl through the hole.
You can crawl through the hole as well. And as you hit the other side, you again see everything that Missile said as well.
I'm going to use my athletics to muscle myself through.
Okay.
That's 26.
Okay. You kind of get down on all fours and you start going through the hole. And at first it seems like it's going to be difficult, but you kind of just balance your fur and your limbs in such a way that you just fit through that hole perfectly. Right as you get to the very end of it, you do hear that the wall itself begins to kind of creak and you see some stones start to fall. And then that part of the wall collapses.
Whoops.
Small price to pay.
Sorry, guys.
Well, no more vegetables.
So can I perception the outside of the wall and look for any like scratch marks or any indications that maybe it tried scaling it?
If you can either do perception or survival, because your survival is going to give you a better understanding if you're looking specifically for scratch marks.
Okay, I'll go survival. 16.
16. So you do notice that the scratch marks are pretty deep, as if made by something with very long and very sharp claws. You also notice that at first there's some marks on the wall as well, as if it did try to scale it, but it didn't. It couldn't do it.
All right. Onward.
What is around us in this area?
So as you begin to walk through the heavily forested area, you happen upon a bridge. There's no water underneath the bridge. It's all just frozen over. There's a lot of snow in front of you. It's not snowing currently, but you do see that it just recently snowed. So there's a lot of snow on the ground. There's a lot of snow on the trees. You do notice some of the same trees that Missile pointed out earlier, the Douglas firs, the aspens, the pine trees, all that kind of stuff. And then,
Delightful.
It's 3 more trees than I could have named. And I'm an android.
well, again, you only have recipes and combat.
That's right.
So not trees.
That's right.
You do notice that there are still drag marks leading across the bridge and towards the north more.
I'll approach the bridge.
Careful, soldier.
You approach the bridge. As you walk up to it, you see that the river itself is completely frozen over, but you do notice that there is a fine layer of ice on the bridge itself that might make it a little slippery to try to cross.
So I'll just go ahead and start crossing the bridge.
Okay. Can I get an acrobatics check from you?
Absolutely. 23.
You get across perfectly.
I'll follow after him also.
All right.
Hold on, Holly. I got you. I'm going to walk up to the bridge. And I'm going to...
Okay, Wolfboy, don't talk back to your captain. I'm going to cross the bridge now.
All right, you go for it.
Can you
Oh,
cross
no.
along one of the railings?
Oh,
You should
no.
have waited.
Law of averages.
So I got a 1.
From one
But
end to
my
the other.
acrobatics is 16, so that's a 17?
Nope.
No, it's a
That's
negative.
No,
it's a
no.
nat one.
It's
Yeah,
a nat 1.
All right. So you
And you're dead.
Oh, no.
you begin to start walking across the bridge, and every intention, you know that it's a slippery bridge, but it doesn't matter. You fall straight on your butt and you slide forward, and as you start sliding forward, Missile turns around behind you, and even though he is an android, he is not fast enough to jump out of the way. Missile, can I get a reflex save from you?
Of course.
It seems that you have no rhythm.
25.
Holly runs into you, makes you do kind of like a flip in the air, but you are able to land perfectly on your feet. Holly, however, slides a little bit more and runs into a tree,
Cat-like reflexes.
and you will take 2 damage. Always land on your feet except when you roll a 1.
You can go next, Wolfman.
No, you got this.
I don't
It's
know.
all you.
That bridge looks pretty rickety.
It does look pretty rickety. I don't know if I could slide across that.
You kind of just sound like one of the Hemsworths. Which
Thank
isn't
you.
a bad thing.
The other Hemsworth.
The Dr. Hemsworth.
It also helps that he looks like one.
All right, I'm gonna move across then.
Dude, you should just be like a sled and let him get on top.
Here, wait. I got you. I got
right,
you, Bear Man.
here we
Hold
go,
on.
here
let
we
me
go.
let me look at this.
Now he's going to do a
Okay,
thing.
Yeah.
A cast supernova on the bridge.
That's what I was gonna do, but I couldn't figure out how to get enough points there.
How dare you hurt my captain?
So, can I just attune a point?
No, you can only do it in combat.
Only in combat. All right, Bear Man, let me hit you once. Punch me.
Punch me. All right, roll the hit. That's not gonna hit. Sorry. Rolled
You
a 2.
missed,
I rolled a 2.
But technically, we're in combat.
that is true.
Well, we didn't roll initiatives either.
Maybe I was helpless.
What are you trying to do?
I just want to do Stellar Rush.
Cross the bridge.
So you would have to stellar rush something on the other side.
So attack Anthony.
The android.
So
I don't have much say in that.
I'll let you do that, but you won't attack at the end of it.
That sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'll let you do a stellar rush. Yeah.
All right.
Can I get an acrobatics check from you though?
Don't roll a 1.
16.
You stellar rush across the bridge and you run straight into Missile, who just is oblivious to it for some reason. I think he's still staring at Holly after she ran into the tree.
I did
And
a
I just-
backflip and then like superhero landed, so that's
But I just.
Probably.
But
I
that's
just
really
grab
bad
you-
for your knees though.
I just grab you and hold you.
I'm an
close,
android, it's fine.
So it's
That's
okay.
true.
All right, now I'll try and cross.
All right. Can I get an acrobatics check from you?
Oh, it's a tall order.
Just like you.
That's 11.
So,
The bridge collapses. You fall into the water.
Oh no.
He's definitely gonna hit us.
so you start walking across it and you're trying to be as nimble as you can, but as a bear, you fall down on your stomach and you start sliding forward. Can I get a reflex from Missile and George?
Oh, I'm bad at this. 15.
24.
24. You both are able to jump out of the way. And then can I get a reflex from you, Gur?
Oh, no. That's a total of 5.
You run into the same tree Holly ran into,
Ouchie.
and you take 1 damage.
How much damage did the tree just take? Because that's a full-on bear.
It has 15 hardness.
Which tree did they run into?
Just a tree in front
This
of it.
one.
Okay. But it's got to be the same tree.
All right, so you guys have completely crossed the bridge now.
Thank God.
We did it.
And you guys can clearly see that there's a path as well as more drag marks, again, leading out to the north.
Should we head there, Holly? You're our fearless leader.
I'm actually going to go check on Holly.
I'm
Be
gonna.
like,
I get up
"You
off the
guys good?"
ground, shake myself off a little bit.
Shake the snow out of your fur,
Yeah.
I help Bear up.
bear.
Yeah, I told him
Gur.
to call me Bear.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's either Gur, Bear, or Mr. Bear.
Mr. Bear.
Well, because of the circus act.
That's fair.
Yeah, Mr. Bear.
All right, so
Got a guy. His name is
Holly
Guy.
gets up, shakes her fur off. Mr. Bear gets up, shakes the snow out of his fur as well. And that tree is looking a little top heavy now. It's looking like it could fall over.
Can I roll to hit the tree?
Yeah. Can I just get a strength check?
Sure can. It's only an 8.
You don't do enough to knock it over, but it's looking worse than it did before.
Step back, bear man. I got this.
Get it.
Natural blood.
Tree's gonna fall on you, dude.
Can you have him do that thing
Here we
where he
go.
climbs to the top of the tree and gets flung?
And he's just back in the village. So you walk up,
Vegetables.
and do you use your weapon or do you just punch it?
I'll just hip thrust it.
Hip thrust it?
Yep.
All right, so you kind of hip thrust it, and as you hip thrust it, you hit just like a really sharp part of the tree where
splinter.
there's not any more pines or anything like that. It's just like a branch, and you just kind of right into it, and it's gonna do
Oh no.
1 damage.
And you have the splinter effect.
No, my perfect skin.
1d6 bleed.
1d6 poke.
And the tree begins to crack and creak, and it slowly starts to fall over. And as it falls over, it hits all the other trees, and you just see a flurry of snow from all around the trees all over, and it begins to fall down gracefully upon all of you.
Just perfect. It's beautiful.
That was
almost-
beautiful.
Like a winter wonderland.
I remember something from last Christmas.
Can I roll to enjoy that?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Can I get a
Natural one.
culture?
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any.
That's fine.
You
I'm
want
not very-
cultured
I'm-
swine.
yeah, exactly.
I was really hoping you were going to roll, because if it was like a 1, I was going to have you just cross your arms and be grumpy the whole time.
A 19.
I hate snow.
I love it. It's just beautiful.
Look at all the snow.
All right. So you guys kind of play around in the snow a little bit, make some snow angels, and then remember you guys are here for a purpose.
Wait a minute. They're not paying us to play in the snow.
I don't think they're paying us at all.
Oh,
They paid you in vegetables.
that's right.
So let's take an hour break, play in the snow, and then get back to it.
All right, I'm fine with that.
I catch a snowflake on my Android tongue.
Wait, you know androids can't taste. Never mind.
He can, but he doesn't know why.
He's got a sensor for that.
Dun.
Hydrogen dioxide.
All right. What are you guys doing next?
Do you think we should follow these drag marks and claw marks?
I kind of want to build a snowman.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I do. Just kidding. Let's go.
All right. So you guys start to walk towards the north. And as you walk towards the north, you see a cave up ahead, as well as more drag marks and more snow. However, around the cave, you can see that the snow has been cleared out completely, and you can see just the bare ground. And there appears to be some sort of corpse there as well.
Holy fur balls! What's that?
I'll scan it. It's a corpse.
Thank
He
you.
is dead.
Profound.
What would we do without our android?
Can I actually check it? Check the corpse
Do you
out.
want to just go up to it and check it?
Mhm.
Okay. Can I get a medicine?
19.
You do know that it is dead, that it is an elf, and you know that it's been clawed to death, It's also got a bite mark on the right side of its neck.
Just question for clarity. Is it like a wood elf, like Lord of the Rings type elf, or Santa elf?
Can I get a culture?
Oh no.
8.
You don't know.
Can I do a
And
life?
what is a Santa elf?
Well, like
Like a
the
little
like Keebler elves are the ones who build toys, or like a
Oh.
Lord of the Rings elf.
Well, there's elves that live in trees. There's elves that make shoes.
Right.
See, I just think of Elder Scrolls elves,
Okay.
wood elves,
Okay.
snow elves. That's what I think of when I think of elves. I don't think of Keebler elves.
Well, normally I wouldn't either, but
Because who would write a story about Keebler elves? I look at the camera.
You just broke the fourth wall.
Gotta get them fudge
If I do
stripes.
a life science, will that tell us anything other?
About the creature?
Yeah.
Sure. Why don't you give it a shot?
Like if it's filled with chocolate or Keebler or anything.
Sure.
22.
So you walk up to it and you begin to kind of like poke and prod at its body. And as you kind of hit like a very sensitive area of its stomach, you kind of like your blade pushes through it. And unfortunately, chocolate does not come out. It's just blood and a little bit of intestines.
There is some brown stuff in there.
Sure
Not
there
chocolate.
is. Okay. Thanks for clarifying.
I mean, you could taste it if you want.
I'm all right.
Can I play a sad dirge to commemorate this fallen elf?
On your theremin?
Yes.
You bet you can.
Yes.
Can I get a professions check from you?
28.
So you start to play your theremin, and as you start to play it, you notice that snow begins to fall, and you start to hear some kind of grumbling and some gurring, and then all of a sudden the creature begins to raise to its feet. Can I get initiative rolls from everybody?
Oh no. Sorry. I have +1 to initiative.
I have +0. 0.
How does that happen? 10 for me.
So we got 10 for Gur. Missile, what did you get?
I got a 14.
George.
I also got a 10.
All right.
And Holly.
A lady's 12.
Nice.
So the creature is going to go first, and
You walked down to it or no?
he did, because he walked up and
Oh,
medicined
that's
it.
okay.
Yeah. He's going to attempt to bite Missile. That's a 29 to hit.
2 KAC.
Yes.
Yeah.
10 damage. All right. Now it is going to be Missile's turn.
I'll take a guarded step back.
'Kay.
That direction.
Are you ranged? Oh my
Again?
god.
Oh, man.
It's what he wanted.
He's going to shoot me again.
I won't hit you. I can draw and shoot in one turn. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to draw my rail gun.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop some shots at this dude. 13.
Nope.
The 3s are back.
3s are
Did
back.
you really roll a 3?
Yeah, I did.
That's awesome.
Dead serious.
I absolutely love that. All right. Holly, is your turn.
I'm going to use my rifle,
Your sniper rifle.
my sniper
Cool.
rifle.
Nice.
Is that a nat 1?
No.
You hit. Your trick attack will land.
Okay, good. What? Not 20.
Okay. So now,
Weird. The operative is doing good stuff.
yeah, right. 29 damage. It is going to be. Can I get a dexterity roll from Gur and George?
Duck.
17.
Where?
What? 3.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Okay. Gur, it is your turn.
All right. I'm just going to roll to hit this guy. 26?
To hit?
Yeah.
You got it.
All right. 18 damage.
George, you're up.
All right. I'm going to Solar Attune. And then... How high is this cliff here?
It's maybe 2 feet.
All right. I'm going to jump down.
Okay.
All right. And then I'm going to whip out my Solar Axe and swing at him. 26 to hit.
Yep.
19 plus 3, 22 damage.
So as you begin to, you get close, you pull out your solar axe, and you essentially just straight up diagonal chop him, and it just cuts right through him, and he begins to just kind of disintegrate into ash and snow. That's it. You guys beat the boss. That was it. The final battle. Good job, guys.
We
You
did it.
win.
Out of here.
We destroyed the silver.
All right. See you next year. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Just kidding. So
What?
yeah, I know, right? So you disintegrate him into just ash and snow, and he kind of just drifts along the wind, and you begin to see kind of like Boulder standing in behind where the creature was, and it starts to kind of flash, almost kind of like glitch out, and then it just disappears, revealing an entrance to a cave.
Let's go in the cave.
That was cool.
How big is the opening?
Big enough for a bear to walk through.
Thank God.
Boulder's gone now.
Yep.
I say we mosey on through.
So it was
Let's go.
a Boulder's Gate.
Yep, it was a Boulder's Gate.
Ah,
Reference.
Shall we check it out?
yeah, we're going in.
Hells
Go for
yeah.
it.
As you walk in, your eyes begin to adjust, and you notice that around you are lit torches, a stone floor, and a opening to your left, and 2 doors. One is to your right, and one is to the north.
Can I do a perception check?
If everyone wants to do a perception check, you're more than welcome to.
23.
17.
15.
24.
You all will notice that there are still drag marks as well as footprints. In the very center of the stone floor, you do see that there's a circle with an S etched into it as well.
Superman.
Yep, you're in Superman's territory now. But you do notice that there is, again, just the one opening to your left and then 2 doors to your right, or 1 door to your right, 1 door to the north. There are no recesses in the doors, so there's no levers, there's no places where you can put stuff in them. At this point, you do not know how those doors can be opened, but you do know that there is just one opening available.
I say we open all the doors and split the party.
Great
Always
idea.
a good strategy.
I'll take the bear.
Always.
You're
my
going to split the
favorite.
party right now?
Always my favorite strategy. All right, I'll take left.
I'll go left.
Dude, don't copy me.
You know what?
I'll
go
go
left.
right.
I'll go left too.
All right, I'll go right.
Wait, I want to go right again.
I'm going left.
Wait, no.
So the 2 that are going right, you approach the door, and you kind of begin to look at the door. Can I get a perception for both of you for the door?
20.
24.
It is a heavy stone door. As you touch it, you kind of notice that it hums a little bit with energy. Can I get a mysticism check from both of you?
12.
You may not have it.
Well, in that case, 6.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't look like you do.
You both feel that there's very powerful magic energy on the door. George, you will also notice that there's some sort of like shield or something is keeping that door closed. The 2 of you that went left, you notice that as soon as you turn left, some of this area has been destroyed because of just rubble and boulders. But directly ahead of you, you do see a wall with a small opening and a very dim lit light shining through it, almost like a fire of some sort.
How small is the opening?
It's large enough for, let's say, a bear to fit through.
Nice.
So what do you 2 want to do?
Let's inspect the light. Or I'll inspect the light.
Do it.
I'm expecting the light.
So you walk towards the room, and then as you enter the room, you notice that there's just one single lit torch in there, as well as a bell. There's a bell hanging from the ceiling. Can I get a perception check from you?
24.
You begin to inspect the bell. The bell, given the area, it's in pristine condition. It's silver. Etched onto the bell is a leaf. You're not quite sure what kind of leaf it is. You could take a wild guess and try to figure it out, but there's a leaf etched onto it, and then underneath it is a thin cord from where you would try to ring it.
Yeah.
Ring my bell.
Dude, you gonna ring it?
And not anything else in the room?
Nope.
Just a bell with a rope?
Yep.
I let everyone know over comms. We have comms.
And telepathy.
Well,
Not you. 'cause
I
you're-
don't because
you're
I'm an android. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I tell everyone, I'm like, hey guys, found a bell in one of these rooms. There's a cord here. I'm thinking I'm going to ring it. You guys good with that?
Really?
Ringing it?
I was like, really, you just need to know if your captain's okay with it.
Capitan? That's a go.
That's
I'll
a
ring
go.
it.
You ring the bell, and it is much louder than you thought it would be. It begins to fill the entire room with its sound, and it begins to vibrate the very stones you stand upon. Can I get a fortitude save from you?
13.
As the bells begin to ring, it gets louder and louder in the area, and it starts to get a little too loud for your ears, and you fall down, just kind of cupping your little android ears, trying to prevent some of the sound from happening. Can I get a perception from the three of you that are not Missile?
Did you guys hear that?
19.
18.
13.
You all hear the bell as well, and it begins to just vibrate. It kind of cuts you to your core. It kind of vibrates your bones. And the door that is in front of George and Holly begins to shake. Stones and steam begins to fall down, and the door opens, revealing a new pathway.
We did it.
We did it.
What?
I said I did it with no help from anyone else.
All right. Did what exactly? What happened?
There's a door.
You opened the door.
It's open.
Oh, okay. We'll come back to you then.
Well, wait. What else is over there?
What?
Just some rocks and
Okay.
nothing else. Those are boulders, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
those dice on the map are boulders.
Okay.
I didn't want to put real rocks on the board.
For those of you listening at home.
Oh, my robot ears.
Ow, my freaking ears.
Let's assemble, team.
Yeah.
What's our group name called? Like, who are we?
Wham.
The red violin. Right?
true.
It's the ship. I mean, it's up to you. You're the captain.
Yeah.
Can I get a perception check from Missile?
All right.
25.
You barely make out that Holly's asking for everybody to return to the central room.
I returned to the central room.
Same.
Guys, that was really weird. Noise doesn't really normally affect my android ears.
Yeah. Super weird.
Yeah.
It's like you
Totally.
short-circuited or something.
Wop, wop. Wop.
So this new area, you can see that there's another light coming from the hallway that you can see. You're not quite sure if there's another area, but you do know that there is a light coming from the end of it. And the
Shall-
door to the north is still closed.
Shall we see what's down here?
Yeah. Let's do it.
All right. Let's go.
Make the soldier go first.
That worked out well last time. I'm up for it.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Ah!
Don't worry, you're an android, so if something goes wrong, we'll just replace your parts.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. And you have the most health.
What's that?
I don't know.
Me either.
Okay.
Let's go.
So is everybody going forward?
Yes. But he's first.
Yeah.
I'm taking point.
The deaf person is going first. Okay.
Yep, absolutely.
As you walk down the hallway, you see that there's actually an end to the hallway, but there appears to be a kind of torn open area that has some dirt, and then you do see some torches towards the end of the dirt area.
Is it big enough for a bear?
It is indeed big enough for a bear.
Thank God.
There's the dirt area, and then you can see there's a dimly lit torched area towards the north.
Let's go.
Keep on keeping on.
Can I get a perception from everybody?
Nat 20.
Oh my God.
21.
25.
Okay, everyone is going to see that there is a boulder to the left. Again, destroyed that part of the room. George, Missile, and Holly will notice that there are one lit area about 15 feet in front of them.
This place is lit. Dab.
Nice.
Cat dab.
Cat dab.
And then you got a nat 20, right?
Can I get some input on this?
What?
Can I get some input on what happens here?
What? I don't understand.
Have you ever seen Predator?
Yeah.
You know how like when they scan a room, there's like that
Oh.
wave. Can that just like randomly happen somehow?
Yeah, because you're
Yeah,
an
dude.
android.
Yeah,
Because I'm
dude.
an android.
Yeah,
Just
100%.
confuse everybody.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then you will also, Missile and Holly will also notice that towards the back, there are two lit areas as well.
Is that all that Missile sees with a nat 20?
The perception. You notices some grenades or something. I don't know.
I really don't care if I see more. I just want it to look cool and confuse you guys.
He's got a couple of frag grenades. Whatever.
Well, then he's got to, describe it to us at least. And what does he see? What's the vision like? Come on, man. A nat 20. I mean, that's once in a millennia.
He will also,
Especially when I throw threes like this.
He will
right.
also. You will also be able to. No, because you're just sight right now. You're not hearing anything because you're deaf.
Well, I think with the nat 20, he overcame that pretty quick.
He is an
It's a
android
Christmas
after
miracle.
all.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
all right.
his
All right.
feet to
All
the
right. Fine.
ground.
All right. Fine.
I'm just saying, man.
Fine. I can't say no to JC.
Thank you.
You will also hear shuffling, as if movement, not dancing, but movement up ahead of you.
Hey, do you guys hear that?
No.
Sounds like there's some shuffling going on.
Shuffling, like someone's doing the shuffle.
No, it's more like from the hall. Someone's raising a real clatter.
Every
we
day
should-
they're shuffling.
Go check it out. I'm gonna go check it out.
Hold on.
No.
You're an operative, right? You could stealth over there and just.
Oh, I could tote stealth
yeah.
over there.
Let's try that because this hasn't worked so well so far with us just lumbering into
That's
stuff.
a good idea. I will stealth over there. Check it
Can
out.
I get a stealth roll from you?
You can.
I got you.
36.
Loves it.
How far would you like to go?
Free play. All the way to the end of the map.
Honor system.
Through the door that's sealed, please.
Yeah, just phase through it.
Basically, it's 30 feet of movement to get to the very end of the room where the two lit doors are in the back.
Sure, I'll check it out.
Okay, you want to go all the way up there?
Yeah, it's lit.
Do
She's
it.
got a 36 on her stealth. If there's anything there, it's not going to notice her.
I'm gonna go for it.
Yeah, do it.
I'm feeling pretty
Perfect.
confident
So-
in my cat skills.
Do you want to go to where the two openings are, or right before?
Just before it.
Okay. As you approach that, can I get a perception check from you?
17.
Good God.
So you'll begin to kind of like peek around into both rooms.
Operatives, man.
In the room to your right, you will see a bell in there as well, described the same way that Missile described it, as if it's silver, looks brand new, should not really be here. To your left, you will notice one of the creature that you fought outside the cave. It does not notice you though. Do you three want to do anything?
Can I check out one of these boulders?
Sure.
I'll check out that one next to me.
Do you have physical science?
Doesn't look like it.
I do. I can help you. No, I can't. 14.
15.
I've got it too.
It's a very, very stone boulder.
That is nice boulder.
Can I walk up to this room?
Do you walk up to the doorway?
Yeah.
Can I get an initiative from you?
Oh yeah. 16.
You want initiatives from everyone?
Just him.
Okay.
I got this.
What is going on with this boulder?
I'm about to fight a boulder.
This is wild.
As you approach that room, you turn the corner and you kind of just walk. You turn, and right as you turn, you see eye to eye with one of the creatures you fought outside. And because you have more skill, you're a highly trained soldier, or a highly trained Solarian, you're able to draw your weapon and attack really before it can know what's going on.
All right.
Nice.
25 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right. 19 damage.
It screams out in pain. Can I get a perception from all three of you except for George?
20, but not nat 20.
22.
16.
You all hear the scream. You two can relate it to, you kind of know that from the creature outside that you fought, you can kind of piece two and two together, that it's the same kind of creature. You just hear it. But the creature in the room that's next to Holly doesn't react to it at all. So it's facing away from you. It still doesn't know you're there, nor does it seem concerned that its the other creature is getting attacked. And he is going to now, the creature in front of George is going to attack.
He casts Kamehameha.
That's a 27 to hit.
Yep.
That's 11 damage.
How much?
11.
Oh, okay.
And now I will allow you two one action. You guys can either roll for initiative and move up there. You can either continually, inspect the boulder more if you want. You can try to ask what's going on, but I'll give you one free action. And at the end of it, you'll roll for initiative. So you don't know that combat's going on, but you did hear a scream coming from something that sounded like the creature outside.
Over comms, I'll say, hey, what was that, guys?
You can respond if you'd like, George.
Creature.
There's a creature.
You need help?
Sure.
I go help.
Okay, so you'll run up. Can I get an initiative from you?
Nat 20. 23.
So you'll run up, and as you run up, I'll allow you to attack. You'll be able to kind of like, as you're running by the door, you kind of like slide stop and fire a shot. So go ahead and attack.
Nice.
24.
That's a hit.
14. Damage. My damage was 14.
Okay.
Which gun was that?
That was my rail gun.
Oh, you
He
railed
got
him.
railed.
Yeah.
Gert, I will allow you to have one action, and at the end of that action, you will roll for initiative.
Can I just hold an action and roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoops, wrong dice. That's a 20, not nat 20.
You know,
Anthony, what was your initiative roll? Or Missile, what was your initiative roll?
mine was a nat 20,
It
but
was a
then
nat
there was
20.
3.
Holly, you are up. What would you like to do?
Um,
Is the same sort of thing? You know that they're actually you do not know that they were in combat. You didn't quite hear the creature.
Did she hear the comms or no? Because he asked over comms.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah. Okay, so you do know that there is combat. So again, I'll allow you one action, and then you'll roll for initiative.
it seems like this creature isn't noticing the commotion in the other room, so I think I'm going to go help out the crew.
Okay.
So I'll move a little closer.
Okay.
And
So with your 700 feet of movement, perfect. And I'll allow you to do the same thing. You'll kind of run up to it, and I'll allow you to attack.
Okay. I'll use my...
This attack is just a regular attack. It's not a trick attack.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my hand coil. 9.
9 damage.
Yes.
And George, you're up.
All right. I'm going to solar attune. And then I'm going to go ahead and attack him again.
Cool.
25 to hit.
Yep.
All right. 21 damage.
As you attack him with your solar axe again, you kind of just cleave straight through him, and he just disintegrates into ash and snow as well.
Are we able to inspect the ash and snow?
It's kind of floating all around you. It's not a pile. It's kind of up in the air. I mean, if you want to try to catch some of it, you can, but there's not really much to inspect on it.
Maybe if you put your hands up like this and suck really hard and then you catch it at the last second.
Can you show me that again?
Yeah.
Got
You
it.
know.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
What do
suck
we wanna
real
do?
hard, though.
That's saved to the hard drive.
I kind of just walk in because I wasn't there for any of the combat.
picture.
Yeah.
Just
And
lumber
we're
on
out of
in.
combat now because the other creature does not care.
Oh, you guys are already killed them, huh?
Is there anything else in this room?
There is a silver bell over there, but there's a creature across from it. I'm not sure if he'll notice if we go in there.
There is, can I get a perception? Who wants to inspect the room?
Thought he did, but apparently not.
14?
15.
Perfect. So you both notice that in the corner is a corpse, and next to the corpse is a kind of old burlap bag.
Can I look through the bag?
Yeah.
All right.
You start rummaging through the bag, and you find just kind of like a hodgepodge of things. You find like some sort of like old ribbon, it looks like. You also find very small disc-like pastries.
Ooh.
They appear to be, they don't have like anything, no discernible features of them, but they're very small. They're kind of like a golden brown color, and they smell very sweet.
Does it look like a vegetable?
It does not look like a vegetable.
I don't know, guys. Who wants to try one?
I would, but I wouldn't taste it.
And you
It
find
won't kill you, though. At
you
least
find
that's-
2 of them. I don't know if I said that or not.
Okay. I'll pick them up.
Can I life science it?
Sure.
21.
You take it, you kind of break it apart, and as you break it apart, you start to remember something that you had at a bakery on Absalon Station back when you first earned your freedom. They called it a cookie. That's pretty much all you can really know about it. You know that it's a very common thing amongst children. Children really love cookies. They're very sweet, and they're very bad for your hips.
Yeah, this will mess up my figure. So,
Like joint
does somebody
pain?
else want this?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right, here you go.
I'll take
Thanks.
it. Androids don't gain weight.
Doesn't our Android have like a limitless library about baked goods?
That's
and
true.
baking?
I do.
Recipe
I do.
list.
If only.
Recall knowledge.
There you go.
On what?
My hard drive for this cookie to discern what type of cookie.
I mean, you can take a 20 on that. You'll know that it's a cookie.
What kind?
shortbread.
Snickerdoodle?
Is it delicious?
It's not a snickerdoodle. Yeah, so I mean, if you want to do a culture check, that's fine to figure out what kind of cookie it is.
Sure.
And this seems like the most important thing we could be doing right now.
Absolutely.
Good use of
'Cause
time.
if it's oatmeal raisin, we may as well just leave it.
Oof.
20.
Despite your extensive Android knowledge
Oh,
of
no.
baked goods, you can't quite figure out what kind of cookie it is without tasting it.
All right, I'm licking it.
Do you lick it or eat it?
Just lick it first.
All right.
I just want
You start licking it, and as you lick it, it kind of dissolves, and you just get hit with a sugar rush. However, have you taken any damage?
1 point of damage.
You are at full health.
All right.
So we know it heals at least 1 point of damage.
Well, do we? Did he tell us that?
But the cookie completely dissolves, and it's gone now. But you are healed.
I feel great, guys, as if I'm at full health.
if I had hit points, they would be restored.
Just
Boy,
saying.
my stamina is really through the roof.
And all I did was lick this thing. Imagine if you ate it.
Could I have one?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can have one.
Well, there's only
There's
two, and you have one, or Gur has one, and Missile has one.
I'll hang on to this in case we need it.
Okay.
Good idea.
Okay.
Can I kind of talk to you for a minute?
Who's you?
Man to man
Uh,
over here.
who-
George.
A little
George
chat.
Michaels.
George, run to the corner, please.
No, it doesn't have to be in the corner. Just kind of out loud.
Okay,
But
I will
uh,
come back to that.
'kay.
Holly, what would you like to do?
I want to listen to hear what Missile has to say over here.
Are you talking in secret?
No.
Okay, cool. Well, then go ahead and converse.
First off, love the earrings.
Thank you.
Always keep the earrings.
Thank you. Mama.
Nice.
Second, what kind of weapon do you have?
It is an axe made of the sun.
I'm thinking we should maybe have you take point because you're cutting through these guys and we're just popping shots on them.
I mean, if that's really what you want, all I got to do is protect Holly.
You got it.
All right. I'll dance
Cool.
my way up there.
The creature in the next room, what's the CR level?
Can I get a CR check?
How do I do that?
That's I need a 20 plus all of your skill. No, you don't know. You don't know. Don't worry.
What if our android scans him?
Sure, if he wants to stealth up there and scan it.
Do you have stealth?
I do. I will
Up
stealth
me.
up there and scan it.
Cool.
18.
You have one stealth.
Two.
How was it 18? Or isn't that 18 on the die?
16.
16.
Oh, it's 16. Sorry.
I mean, it's 18.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Take 20. We dice he's rolling.
So as you walk up, you carelessly kick a rock,
Oh, no.
and the rock kind of scurries along the floor and hits the back wall, but the creature doesn't seem to care. So now you are standing in the doorway looking at the creature, and it is again oblivious to you.
Hey guys, I don't think this thing can hear us. George, why
Yeah.
don't you come up and do some
You want me
fun
to
stuff?
axe him?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
I'll go up behind him.
'Kay.
And he's still standing there?
Yep, he's still standing there, and as you approach, he is again oblivious to you, and dare I say, he is considered helpless.
Oh, he's helpless.
Oh, my.
All right. So I'm going to take the axe, and I'm going to swing it up under his legs and just chop straight up.
Perfect. Can you roll all of your damage, everything twice?
43 damage.
And then can you roll 1d20?
Natural 20.
That's what I was looking for. So you kind of start your axe at the very bottom of the floor, and you swing it straight up, and it goes completely through him. And as it goes completely through him, you notice that this one does not break apart into ash and snow. However, as your solar blade is going through its body, it screams out in pain, and it's just blood and viscera everywhere.
That was so cool.
This one was pretty.
That's pretty.
Should we give him a cookie? Just kidding.
Sure, we'll shove it in his
Half
gut.
half
Just
of his
put it
arm.
in half his stomach.
Yeah, we'll see how
He'll
that works
digest
out.
Break
it.
it in half and put
Yeah.
each. All right. What do you guys do?
Oh, I'm inspecting.
The
I want
creature?
to check the creature out. Yeah.
Okay. Can I get either a medicine or a life science?
Medicine it is. 24.
What were you rolling?
Life science. Or I'm sorry, no, medicine.
Okay, you know that this creature appeared to be a living creature, unlike the other two that you fought earlier. It looked identical to them, though, but it was a living creature.
This thing was definitely living a second ago.
Oh.
No longer.
Well, I tried to make it easy for you to do an autopsy.
Yeah.
I think we did a murder.
Well, I mean,
In
We
cold
is-
blood.
Hey.
we is a loose term.
Yeah. This thing was alive. It looks like it was just like the other ones, but I mean, obviously, this was actually a thing. I don't know what the other two were.
Okay,
Can I cast Detect Affliction to see if it was cursed or anything?
sure.
Nat 20.
So you walk up to it and you kind of start inspecting it, and you're able to see that there are some parts of its insides that lead to necrosis. So it was kind of in a halfway point between being living and dead. You do kind of also see that its eyes are completely white, and you also notice that it brims magical energy, but that magical energy is fading fast.
Okay, I relay that information to the group.
Maybe it's because it's dead.
Am I able to discern what kind of magic it is or no?
Can I get a mysticism?
16 on the die?
It's a kind of life magic. You don't really know much more about it. It's really a much older magic.
There's some old magic at play here, guys.
That's old magic.
How's it fading?
How is it fading? Just disappearing in the thin air?
So essentially, like, you can feel magic. You can't see it, but you can feel it. And you can feel that at one point, like, the magic that's inside of this creature is kind of starting to fade.
Okay. Is there any, like, I mean, I can perception for it, but anything else, like, inside the room or anything that it was fixated on, anything like that?
Can I actually get a perception from Gur, Missile, and George?
11.
24.
25.
Gur, you are just fixated on the creature, the magic that's leaving it. You two will notice that in front of it seems to be a very old mural, almost like a painting. You can't quite figure out what it is, but that's apparently what it was staring at. And then, George, you will also see that it had 2 more cookies in its pocket.
Ooh, I'm going to take the cookies.
All right.
Can I try one?
You sure can.
All right.
Do you lick it or do you eat it?
I eat it.
All right. You eat it and you feel just a rush of energy and you are completely healed. And you will get a +2 to your next perception check.
Ooh.
Them cocaine cookies.
I got some rhythm now.
Cool.
What do you guys do next?
Y'all got any more of them
Guys,
cookies?
should we ring that bell?
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell.
I'll do it again. My android ears.
Well,
Again.
I want to cast Detect Affliction on that, see if that's cursed at all before he rings it.
On the bell?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
12 on the die. So if it's a mysticism, 21.
Can I get a will save from you?
No. What did I do?
You cast Detect Affliction, you walk up to it, and as you get closer to it, you can start to feel a huge amount of magical energy coming off of it, so much that it actually repels you and pushes you back 5 feet. But it is not cursed. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with the bell other than it is a beacon of magical energy.
Okay. I just relay that to Mr. Meat Missile over here before he rings it.
Thank you, sir. Can I do an acrobatics check to try to pull it with my feet as I plug my ears?
Sure.
I'm going to drop kick the bell.
Are you going to give us a heads up so we can plug our ears? Or
No.
Okay, great.
21.
21. So you kind of like plug your ears and you try to reach out for the bell with your feet, but you can't quite get hold of the rope. So you do not succeed.
Can I cast Psychokinetic Hand to just pull it
Yeah.
ever so slightly?
Yep. So you pull it ever so slightly and it begins to ring and chime. And again, the entire area just begins to vibrate. Your bones themselves begin to vibrate. Can I get a fortitude save from everybody?
14.
18.
20.
Oh wait.
13.
13. Why is that the hardest thing in the world for me to add?
4 plus 9.
4 plus 9. 13.
So this time you all kind of, you all fall to your knees, but it's not like it was for Missile before. It's the same type of, you can feel it in your bones, but none of you are deaf afterwards. You do hear just kind of like a slight ringing, but you also hear a door open as well. And then as this bell stops ringing, you then can see that an S appears on this bell.
Superman S?
Superman S.
Or like one of those high school sketch S's.
Superman S.
Superman S. Nice try.
Should we go check that door at the beginning?
Doesn't that mean peace?
That north door.
Sure.
All right, so you guys move to the north door.
Yeah. Refresh our memory. The Superman S. Come on, man. You love Batman vs. Superman. What was it?
Or was it Hope?
Hope. That's what it was.
Yeah.
There you go.
So you walk back to the first area and you see that that door to the north is open and there's a very well lit area up ahead.
Ow, my eyes. That's well lit.
All right. I trudge on ahead.
All right.
Maybe somebody should stealth in there.
Too late.
He already
Okay.
charged on.
Charge on in
All right
there.
Yep.
then.
Can I get a perception from you, George?
Mm-hmm. 24. Or 20, sorry, 26 with that +2.
To the left, you see that there is another door, much like the other 2 doors that were blocking your path earlier. And directly ahead of you are 3 bells.
Hey, there's 3 bells in here.
I walk into the room.
Is this door closed?
That is where the door is.
And
And that
it's
door is closed. Yep.
Okay.
And
It's
this
the
is a
same
boulder.
as the other 2 doors you saw before. And directly ahead of both of you are the 3 bells.
Should we ring all of the bells at the same time?
Can I get a perception from you, Missile?
11.
You don't notice
Wait,
it.
no, sorry. 13.
You just notice that there's 3 bells on the door as well.
He was looking for 14. Sorry. I'll walk in.
Okay.
And again, perception. 22.
You notice that the 3 bells, upon closer inspection, the bell to your left has a leaf, the bell to your far right has an S, and the bell in the middle has a star.
I relay that to the group.
What was the one on the left?
Leaf.
It's leaf, star, S. Should I do next episode or should I just keep going? Keep going. Okay. And we're like halfway through now.
It's totally up to you.
I'll just keep going then.
Okay, yeah.
All right. What do you guys do? Holly? Specifically you, because I feel like you haven't gone in like 30 minutes.
I will follow them into the room.
Cool.
Silent leader.
And I will turn to my crew because I'm a diplomatic leader, and I'll say, "Hey guys, what are you thinking about these bells over here?
I'm thinking there might be a third one we missed.
Since there's 3 in here and only 2 that we found so far,
Right. Per my Android logic.
that math seems correct."
I will tell you guys, you've been everywhere in this area already. Most of the rooms have already been filled with stone and rubble.
A little voice inside of me just makes me feel like we've already been everywhere.
That's why you're the leader.
So should we check out anything else? Is there anything else in this room?
I think we should start pulling bells.
I want to cast Detect Affliction one more time just in case one of these is going to
Wildwise it.
hurt us.
Okay.
It's basically the same as Wildwise, but for bells.
Go talk to the dinosaur.
21.
You notice the same thing from the second bell you rang. However, you notice that the bell with the leaf has less magical energy. The bell with the S has a midpoint in magical energy, and the star has the most.
Okay. I relay that to the crew as well. Maybe we should pull them in order of less magic to most.
Maybe.
I say we go the other way.
Go big or go home, right?
Do you guys want to pull them, or do you want me to Jedi mind trick them again? Because that was pretty fun.
Can you
Androids
pull them all
don't
at the
under-
same time?
Yeah, can you do 3 at once?
There's
I-
4 of us.
I can, but I feel like we should go back to something somebody said about less to most.
Was that the little voice inside of you?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, sounds good to me. Let's do it.
Okay. I'm going to do that with Psychokinetic Hand. Pull the leaf, the Superman, and then the star.
So you pull the leaf, and the area begins to slightly shake. You pull the S, and the room you're in begins to shake. And then as you pull the star, the entire area begins to shake. You can feel it in your bones. The door itself opens, and you start to hear a loud noise coming from behind you. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
23.
Nat 20.
Oh, my God.
21.
This guy.
That's 3.
Hey, it's only on
No,
perceptions.
that's 3.
No, it's not when it counts.
Oh, even still,
14.
man.
So you all will know that there's a very loud sound coming from behind you. It does not sound like a creature. It more sounds like almost like a some sort of landslide, mudslide. Missile, you will know that the area is beginning to fall and collapse. you also know that the door to your left is now open, and you see a very faint light coming from there, as well as a cool breeze.
Hey guys, this area is collapsing. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
What do you mean by area? Like everything just like
Behind us.
Like Indiana Jones?
Yep.
Like, okay.
Yep.
We got to get out of here.
There it is. I knew it. All right, cool. Yeah, let's book it.
Yeah,
So
let's go.
You walk into the next room, and you see that parts of the
Can
ceiling.
we run into the next room? Because I'd be super concerned, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you run the 5 feet into the next room,
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk real slow.
and you can see that the area is beginning to collapse, and the only thing in that room is a bear-sized hole in the
Nice.
floor,
Thank God. How convenient.
and you can feel a nice cool breeze. And Missile, you will also notice that on the breeze you can kind of catch almost a sweet smell in the air.
Thank God for my Android nose.
Muffins.
Hey guys. I mean, are they in the room with me?
Yep.
They can see what I can see.
No, because you rolled a nat 20. We can't see what you see.
I'm going in.
I like the sound effects. We already made it in.
No, into
We
the
went the
hole.
hole.
He's jumping down the
you
hole.
jumped down
It's
the
going
hole.
all the
Okay,
way.
All right.
Going down
All
that
right,
sweet, sweet
Let's
hole.
go down the hole.
Later.
I
You all jump down the hole.
follow him. Yeah.
I go last in case I plug it.
Down, down, down. Lost in Wonderland.
So you all jump down the hole. And you notice an area that is very cold. There seems to be the remnants of a camp. There's also a thin layer of brown dust on the ground, as well as patches of snow and more corpses of elves. The area itself is very cold. And can I get a perception check from everybody?
14.
23.
21.
19.
The air is sweet to everybody. So you kind of feel like it's a very sweet smell. You can't quite figure out what it smells like, but it does smell kind of sweet. Smells maybe like a bakery or something like that. But you do see a light in the southeast corner of the room. And you hear noises coming from that area. You can't quite figure out what the noises are, but you can hear some noises.
Shall we?
Can we perception the room?
You already did.
I want to.
Oh, we did.
Physical science?
The room?
Yeah.
Sure.
Nope. 13.
Again, you just kind of see the same thing. You can't quite figure out what kind of stones or what kind of ground is around you. But you do know that this is kind of it almost seems to be like a man-made cave.
Okay. I relay to the group that I'm useless.
Yeah, we know.
Okay, thanks.
Can I use my musician profession to try to figure out what the music is at all?
You can do a perception
Okay.
because you don't know if it's music. You just hear noise.
Oh, okay.
So if you want a perception for that particular thing, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that. 22.
You kind of put your ear out a little bit, and with your cat ears, you know that it sounds like something in the next room is dying, almost like a wounded animal.
I tell the group that.
Shall we go in there?
Maybe one of us should stealth in there.
If only one of us were super stealthy. Yeah, I'll stealth over there if
Okay.
that's cool with you guys.
You're the captain.
I'll take. Yeah,
You don't have to.
Yeah.
screw what you guys think. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stealth over there.
Yeah.
Look.
Oh, she's
I am
mean.
the
Let's
captain
mute
now.
me.
She's an
Sorry.
operative. You're dead.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm an
so-
android. I don't die.
Yeah, I'll stealth over there to check out the weird noise more.
Okay.
There we go.
$34.
34.
All right.
34, Joe.
So you stealth, and do you go into the room?
Don't worry, if you die, I'll just.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. So you enter the room, stealth, and as you enter the room, the other you three, George, Missile, And Gur, you're all standing there waiting to hear from her, and you blink, and as soon as your eyelids close and reopen, you're in another room.
Holy guacamole.
Whoa.
What?
I didn't know this game had the cooperative feature. When you get too far away, we just teleport to her. Huh? It's like-
Joining allies in 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
We can no longer split the party.
So
We
now,
can't.
can I get a... You three, George, Missile, and Gur will be disoriented. So I will not need a perception check from you. You two are... All three of you are still kind of like, what the hell?
My trailer.
But can I get a perception from Holly?
29.
You appear to be in some sort of temple. Maybe it's an old cathedral. You do know that there is a statue that has been taken down, just completely destroyed, standing in the middle. You see a dead human to the east, and you see just standing over the dead human is some sort of goat creature.
A temple, you say?
Yep.
Oh.
Do you share that information?
Yeah, I'll share that information.
Alrighty then.
Would any of you like to perception, culture?
Sure.
I'm gonna physical science. Actually, I'm gonna mysticism.
Okay.
See what.
Can we get a mysticism, a culture, and a perception?
Yeah, exactly. Let's
do-
split it.
Split it up.
What do you got?
Perception.
All right, I'll do the culture. 8.
18 mysticism.
Hey, I'm George Michael. I don't.
Yeah.
17 perception.
So with the mysticism check, you know that this area is pretty magical, but the magic appears to be stale and old. You can't put your finger on what kind of magic it is. You do know that it's the same type of magic you felt on the creature you looked at earlier. The perception check, you will notice the same sort of thing. You will notice that there is the broken down statue in the front. You will notice the human corpse as well as the goat man. And the culture check, you will know that this is a very old temple. You can't quite remember who or what was worshipped here, but you do know the temple is called the Temple of Hanukkah.
Death is all around us. Sorry. That's all I knew.
That's all I knew. So you guys want to do anything?
Yeah, let's go talk to that goat man. Maybe he could join our team. We already have a cat, a wolf,
Yeah.
and a
Yeah,
bear.
right?
We are very animal friendly.
All right. So you guys walk up to it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Can I get initiatives from everybody?
Oh, God damn it. I knew it. Nat 20! And the goat man's dead. And that's it.
And we'll go. Missile, what did you get?
A 9.
George?
A 13.
Holly?
9.
I'm telling you, when it matters.
Did you roll 3 also?
No.
Oh, I
6.
rolled a 3.
Who has the highest dex mod between Missile and Holly?
I have 3.
Mod 3.
Who has the higher initiative? Oh, who am I kidding? It's the operative.
Yeah. Definitely Holly.
Take that, missile.
Ha.
So, Gur, you are up.
I'm going to cast Empower Weapon.
Okay. And what spell slot are you going to burn to use that?
One of them. Level 3.
You use a level 3?
That's right.
Alrighty. Wow. That's a move action, right?
Let me double check, but
I
yeah,
believe
I believe
so.
so.
Pretty
Sorry.
cool guy.
Okay.
Okay.
Anything else?
Can I smack him too? I mean, I did roll a nat 20 on initiative. I feel like I should get some sort of bonus.
Wow,
For
Scott, calm down.
Can I go through this vent?
You know what? Because you got a nat 20, I will allow you to have another movement. I'll give you 2 movements.
that. Okay, cool.
So you want to move up to him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
And then attack away.
All right. 24.
That is a hit.
Thank God. Well, this is going to be fun, actually. That's 29 damage.
Perfect. George, you are up.
Oh, okay. I'm going to photon attune one. And that's where I am, right? Right
Mhm.
there? Okay.
Sure. Do you not want to be there? I kind of just moved everybody's characters.
No, I just got to figure out how I'm going to get over there.
Question while he's doing that.
Sure.
I have a weapon that says Corona. What does that mean?
Says what?
Corona.
That's, I think, plasma.
Plasma. Okay.
I'm gonna move over here, and then I'm gonna do Stellar Rush.
'Kay.
At that dude. So he makes a reflex save.
He succeeds.
Okay. So then it is 1 damage. Oh wait. Exceeds by 2 damage.
2 total?
Yep.
Holy.
I rolled a 1, a 2, and a 1.
Holly, you are up.
Oh my God.
I'll use my laser pistol
'Kay.
to shoot him. So I definitely hit it.
So is that
Not a
for your
nat
trick
20?
attack?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so your trick attack will succeed.
Which weapon are you shooting with?
My pistol.
Oh, okay. So then you roll that again.
11 plus
Plus.
8, 19.
That does not hit.
Okay.
On a nat 20?
Because she rolled that for
'Cause
the
a nat 20.
trick
Yeah,
attack.
for my trick
God.
Missile,
I
you're
cannot
up.
tell you how many times I did that.
That's rough.
That's right. I think one time you rolled a 20 and then you rolled a 1.
Yep. It's
Missile, you're up.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you heard me.
He's got android ears.
How
of course
many-
he heard you.
Android ears.
These are all 5 feet.
Yes.
Honor system?
Sorry.
It's okay.
Forgive you.
We don't say that.
Am I able to shoot from where I am now?
Please
Or
don't.
is the statue in my way?
No, the statue has been taken down.
Okay.
It's in crumble. So there's a little bit of a platform ahead of you, probably about 2 feet high, but it's not cover or anything like that, so you could still be able to shoot.
Okay. So what I'd like to do, and you can tell me if this is possible or not, I'd like to use...
It's not.
Okay.
Sad.
Game
Okay.
over. I'd like to use suppressing fire.
Okay.
Just to kind of shoot at this dude
Okay.
with my railgun.
Okay.
So on that, just so kind of I understand, roll with attack +4 and apply covering fire or harrying fire versus all foes in a cone half of the weapon's range. What is covering harrying fire?
So that means they would either get a +2 to attack, or he would take a -2 to attack. But it's half the range of your weapon.
Yeah.
So you'd have to make sure that there's enough space between you.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, so I'm going to do that, and then I'll do the one that gives everyone +2. I don't know which one that is.
To
Hit
hit?
or cover.
We'll just herring fire.
Is that to hit?
No, well, he doesn't. So he's not going to do any damage, but he's going to roll and add a +4. And if he hits, then everybody would get a +2 to attack him for 1 turn.
Fucking 3. Sorry. That's 1. That's 1. That's my last one.
Everybody gets 1.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, Rick.
14.
That does not hit.
Sorry, guys.
It is now the creature's turn.
Oh, no.
He's going to kind of look at both of the wolf and the bear standing in front of him. And he's going to kind of... You can see that he's kind of a humanoid goat creature. And he's going to snarl and say, "He sent you." And then he's going to cleave.
Oh, no.
That's right.
That's right.
And that is a 25 to hit George.
Yep.
$19 damage.
Holy
I got a cookie.
ship.
And then he and then he will miss attacking Gur.
Thank God.
And Gur, you're up.
All right.
How?
How?
He's 7 feet tall.
He rolled a 2.
All right. That actually hits. I'm just kidding. I want
You're
to.
not wearing armor again.
I'm gonna cast Jolting Surge
Okay.
and roll the hit. That's not good. 23.
That is to EAC.
Yes.
Yep, that hits.
Oh, thank God. $28 damage.
God. Wonder what'll happen if I hit.
Hey, he's at 69 health.
Guys, I feel like I'm carrying the team here.
That's because you are.
Oh, okay.
As a
George,
bear.
George, you are up.
All right.
Dude, spirit bomb him.
All right, so I'm gonna solar tune again.
Okay.
And I am going to. I'll just attack him. 25 to hit.
Yep.
18 damage. And then as my move, can I take a guarded step back?
Sure.
Okay. This one.
Okay. And Holly, it is your turn.
I will use my hand coil.
Okay.
So was that trick attack?
Yes.
That hits.
Okay.
That doesn't.
I don't hit.
That does not
I
hit.
definitely don't hit.
Missile, you're up.
You guys are sharing the threes.
Rolling it when it matters.
He's counting the board.
Yeah.
I
There.
was gonna say you're in the middle of 4 spaces there.
And then I'm going to go ahead and use Deadly Aim.
Okay.
Well,
27.
And that lets you add your level, or like half your level.
My base attack. So it's 7, so that's 3. Or 4.
Are you ranged attacking?
Mm-hmm.
So is it your ranged attack, base attack? Oh, I guess it
It just
doesn't
says
matter.
base attack.
Okay. Yep.
So 3, not 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you round down.
18 damage.
As you fire off your what gun did you use?
I use my rail cannon. My rail gun.
As you fire off your rail cannon, the bullet goes straight through the goat creature, and he kind of snarls again and says, "Doesn't matter. You can't stop him." And he just begins to dissolve into ash and snow.
Who's him?
Does he identify as male?
That guy just said he did.
Maybe he's assuming.
Okay, that is combat. What do you guys do?
Loot the non-corpse.
You said there was a human body in here as well.
Yes.
Can I like perception check that?
Sure. Do you want a perception or medicine?
Perception.
Just loot him.
Sorry, what was my option?
Perception or medicine?
I'll do a medicine check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
25.
As you walk up, you begin to get closer to the human, and you notice that he is actually still alive. He's barely breathing, but he is still alive.
Can I rub my little cat face on him?
You sure can. And
As I
since
feed him a cookie.
Why would that help?
your tail, your tail kind of whisks back and forth as you run into him, and he kind of his eyes start to open. And he's, who's there?
Hi. We're a team of heroes, I guess, kind of. And what happened to you? Can you tell us what happened here?
It's you. He kind of looks at you, and his eyes light up a little bit, and he says, "Doesn't matter. I know exactly who you are. It's good to see you guys."
How do you know us?
He sent you here, didn't he?
Who's he? Are you talking about the mayor?
Mayor Bailey, right? He kind of like gets up a little bit and then kind of falls back over and says, "Man, being a mayor of a village, imagine that. He's probably got such a wonderful life." And then he kind of looks around and says, "Were you able to kill it?"
What is it?
"The silver."
What is the silver?
Killed the goat, man.
He kind of stutters a bit. He says, "Behind me. 8 candles. Light them and it'll open the door. You gotta stop him."
Do we actually want to light the candles?
He kind of glances back and forth and then reaches his bloody hand into his pocket, and he pulls out a small bag and says, "Here, that's all I have." He throws the bag on the floor and he dies.
We had like 5 cookies, guys.
He didn't want him.
That's fine.
He was diabetic.
I think he's vegan.
He died from the diabetes.
Are these vegan?
So what do you guys do?
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
You open the bag and you find that there are basically 6 cookies.
He already had the cookies.
They weren't vegan.
Everybody has one, right? At least one.
I have one.
I have one.
Well, now Holly's got 6.
Got 6.
7.
Did
Wow,
she
they
have
give
one?
you
No,
like
I didn't
15
have one
lives.
before.
Oh, okay.
So what do you guys want to do?
Light the candles.
It was his dying wish. We've got to fulfill it.
So
But he won't be here to blow out the candles.
I don't think it was his birthday.
Oh.
So you begin to light all the candles, and with each candle you light, the floor begins to shake. Dust and snow inside the Temple of Hanukkah begins to kind of rattle off the walls. And as you light the 8th candle, the door to the north opens, and you then feel an intense heat coming from that door.
Ooh.
Did we just light a
bakery.
menorah?
I don't know. Do you want to roll a culture and see if you can figure it out?
I would love to roll a culture.
I would love
Can
to.
I spin a dreidel instead? Just kidding.
I'm just kidding. Yeah.
Culture, you
They're
said?
candles.
Culture, you said?
They're candles.
No matter what you're old.
They're candles. They're just 8 placed candles.
Are they scented?
They are not.
I rolled
I'm
a
outta
They
here.
are unscented, but they are soy. And they're the ones that when they finish melting, they can be used as lotion.
Those are the best.
I say we wait here for these candles to melt.
So the door to the north opens, and again, you feel an intense heat.
Let's go.
All right. Said that was a human guy, right?
Yep.
All right.
And you can notice from, again, the general perception of the area, he had a coat on, and the coat said Jack.
Never let go, Jack.
Oh, he let go.
Well, he did, but I won't.
Can I take his coat?
You sure can.
All right.
Is it a duster?
It is not a duster, unfortunately.
Oh,
You can have it.
It's Jack's coat.
Jack's coat.
So you now approach a bridge over a river of magma. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
24.
12.
27.
19.
You all notice that the bridge looks indeed very old. You again see footprints all across. You also notice the fine layer of brown dust in the room previous to the Temple of Hanukkah. You notice that it is all over the place here. There is no snow though, and all of the tracks are leading towards the east.
Can I inspect the dust?
Sure.
What do you want for that?
Can I get a physical science?
I'll roll to assist.
7.
27.
So that's a 12. So you kind of pick up some of it, and some of the... It's only a +5 when you assist.
I know.
You
You should have
pick
done that the other way around.
You pick up some of the dust, and you can tell that it's sweet-smelling dust, but you don't know what it is.
Give it a lick.
It tastes just like raisins.
I lick it.
And his mouth tasted like buttermilk.
Oh, I love
You lick it?
buttermilk. Yeah.
Okay. Can I get a fortitude save from you?
Oh, nice.
27.
You are cursed. No, I'm just kidding.
Not again.
Nothing happens. You don't taste anything, and it just kind of feels like you licked your own hand.
Guys, I don't really taste anything, but I think it's because of my android tongue. Does someone else want
Does somebody else want to lick my hand?
to lick the dust out of my hand? It looks like raw vegetables.
Does it really?
It looks like what you could grow raw vegetables in.
Yeah, dirt.
Well, that's not a vegetable.
Is dirt sweet-smelling?
Depends on the dirt.
Hey.
Looking.
So what do you guys want to do?
All right. Should we cross this bridge?
Cross this rickety ass bridge.
The last time we crossed the bridge, it did not go well for me, but
This bridge is not covered in snow.
Oh,
let's
thank
go
God.
for it.
It's
covered in
covered in
dust.
magma.
Even better.
No, the bridge itself is there's just the brown dust on it. So you begin to walk across the. Are you guys going all as one group, or you guys single file line?
Should we?
I'll
split
hang
it up?
back.
Yeah, let's
Split the party.
Split the party.
Can I eat my
Okay.
cookie?
You sure can.
What? Are you damaged?
Yeah, very damaged.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it fixes that kind of damage. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Are there letters on the bridge?
There are not.
It's not Indiana Jones.
No, sorry. So who's gonna walk across first?
I'll go.
As you walk across the bridge, you just notice that towards the sides of the bridge, you see just some small dust fall off, but nothing happens as you cross the bridge.
I'll follow him.
Okay. And being a cat, you move across the bridge very wistfully. You actually don't even get any dust coming off the bridge at all.
After you.
All right, I'll go.
Okay. So you walk across.
I do.
He's getting his dice.
I know it's coming.
You walk across the
ready.
bridge, and as you begin to walk across, the bridge itself begins to crack and creak, and you see parts of the bridge begin to fall, but the bridge itself stays intact.
Shouldn't have let me go first.
He does it to himself.
Sure does.
Can I go ahead and use my jump jets
Sure.
to try to jump the bridge gap?
Yep.
How does that work?
I hope you roll
So it's
terribly and fall.
30 feet. So you get 30 feet of flight.
Okay.
So you would basically, you could move up to a certain point, and then you'd be able to fly 30 feet.
Okay. Where does the bridge start? Does it start here? Okay.
Yep.
So 30 feet on top of my movement?
Mhm.
Okay. So 1, 2, and then jump jets.
Okay.
10, 15, 20, 21. Oh,
Yep,
shit.
land on that one. Looks like
So-
a good one to land on.
As you land, the bridge cracks and creaks even more, and it begins to fall apart. And can I get a reflex save from you
20.
and an acrobatics check?
21.
You are able to jump to the very end, but one of your comrades, if they wish, will need to roll an athletics check to catch you.
Mine's +9.
Mine's 10.
Mine's only 7.
I'll do it.
Okay.
The captain will do it. 25.
Thank God.
As he jumps towards you, somehow he decided to jump towards the thinnest and smallest member of the group, the cat, and not the giant bear or the giant wolf. He jumps to you, but however, that was a very good decision. He probably did that with his android eyes. You're able to grab him and just artfully kind of just whisk him up over you, and he lands gracefully on his feet.
Nice.
That's why I'm the captain.
Stuck the landing.
And the judges give him a 9.
Ooh,
Russian judge gives me a 7.6.
of course he does.
Of course.
And this is the next area. So you notice where the bridge was. There is a... Can I get a perception check from everybody? Wow.
Hey,
You know?
16.
25.
23.
30.
As all of you walk in, you notice that it is much colder in this room, which is odd considering you were just in an area with magma. Can I get a fortitude save from everybody as well?
Brr.
11.
15.
19.
6.
So everyone except George will be poisoned, and you all will be sickened for 3 turns. As you walk in, and I'm going to explain why you guys are. As you walk in, you can still smell that sweet smell. However, you also know a very pungent, disgusting smell coming from the left.
It's got to be those raisin cookies.
Telling you, we just need to leave them.
Yeah, we got to get out of here. All right. I'm going to go explore to the left.
To the left, to the left.
Can I get a perception check from you?
Natural 20.
Ooh.
You walk into that room, and as you turn the corner, you are kind of just disgusted by what you see. In this room, you see the bodies of more elves, as well as a pile of brown dust. And intermingled between the elves and the brown dust, you see 8 corpses of what appear to be humanoid deers.
There's a bunch of deers and
Deer
dead
men.
bodies in here.
Deer men.
Deer men.
Deer men.
I don't like that.
Is there anything else in that room?
There is not.
Okay.
But as you walked closer to the northern entrance, it got colder.
Let's go in there.
As you walk forward, it again feels colder.
My sensors are telling me it's colder in this direction.
Let's go in there.
Can I cast Detect Affliction yet again?
On the area,
Yes.
okay,
Everything.
17.
you feel the old magic again. This time it is much, much stronger. And you feel that there is something amiss, but you can't quite know what it is. It's kind of like when you're thinking of a name and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you can't quite figure out what's missing.
It's a trap.
What do you guys do? Holly, what would you like to do?
So to my left, there's tons of dead stuff. And straight ahead, it's very cold.
Dead stuff and brown dust.
Oh, and brown dust, of course.
Can I inspect the brown dust?
Sure. Can I get a physical science check from you?
16.
You pick it up, and the smell from the corpses, when the dust is close to you, you just have that very sweet smell. You don't smell the corpse stench anymore. You just smell the sweet smell, but you don't know what it is.
Can I life science the brown dust?
Sure.
20, but not a nat 20.
It's magical in nature, but there's very, very, very little magic there.
Okay.
Should I taste it?
He tried that. He had to do a fortitude
Yeah, but
save.
he's,
So
he's an android.
oh, okay.
You never know.
I'm not tasting it. I'm already sick.
All right. I'll put some in my pocket.
Pocket sand.
You knew exactly what I was going to
Bar fight, you never know.
That's all dead end, obviously, with all the corpses
Yep.
and everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's.
dead end.
Very
So we all want
punny.
to head north.
Yeah.
Let's do
Okay.
it.
El Norte. Oh, no.
So as you walk in, there's a save point to your right. You walk in, and there is snow littering the ground. You also see that there's a hole at the very top of the cavern. It's probably about 30 feet up. You can see snow falling from inside the cavern. And to the north, in the very back, you see a small brown house. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
22.
That's a nat 20.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
That's so loud.
25.
He wanted everyone to know.
Well, Jeff's not in here, so he
17.
won't know until it's too late.
No, you're right.
So everyone will see that there are no more corpses in this area, but you can see in the top right-hand corner what appears to be some sort of broken down vehicle of some sort. At this distance, you can't quite figure out what it is.
Elon Musk was here.
Missile will know that it's a dull red and silver color. Then Gur, Missile, and George will also notice that the house is decorated pretty oddly. It's a very dark brown house. You can see that there are like white trimmings along some of the edges of the home. You can see that there are little red, blue, and green dots all over the house as well. You do know that there is a small window, and in that window you see a very small light flicker, and then it goes out. The room is now eerily silent, and the snow is no longer falling.
Can I lick the house?
Sure. So you begin to approach the house. You begin to hear laughing. And as you get closer, the laughing gets louder and louder.
Can you describe the laughter?
I sure can in just a second.
No.
Would you three like to move forward as well? Or do you want to hang back and let your captain go forward?
I'll go about 3 spaces behind Capitan.
As you get closer, you hear the chuckling get louder and louder. And about when you hit your spaces where you're at now, about halfway to the building, you hear that they're not chuckling. They're actually words. And the words begin to etch into your mind. You hear, ho, ho, ho. The door flies open, and before you stands a rather large man with a white beard and a red coat. You all feel very eerie about this, almost shaken to your core when you see his presence. So, you all have finally come.
Yes.
Are you Mr. Silver?
Is that what they call me? I go by many names. My oldest, of course, is Saint. But I guarantee you, there's nothing holy about this place. Can I get an initiative check from everybody?
Come on. Oh my.
I love it.
I got a 9.
9? 1?
Nat 1.
Nat
20.
20.
Nat 1, Nat 20.
17?
Always when it matters.
Oh yeah, I didn't mention this is Santa. Woo!
What?
Santa?
I
So-
know him.
That can't be.
Right.
Isn't Santa pre-gap?
So he's going to cast Sleigh Ride,
Oh no.
and he is going to move between George, Holly, and Gur. And he's going to attack all of you, and it does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Of course not.
He got better than a nat 20.
Yeah,
He was going to go first no matter what.
No, I know. I'm just kidding.
The first attack is going to go against Gur, and he misses.
Of course.
The second is against Holly, and he will hit.
Oh no.
That's 22 damage.
Jesus.
Look at all those dice he's rolling.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And the third attack
Meow.
is against George, and he misses.
Yes.
And it is George's turn.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and solar attune.
'Kay.
And I'm going to swing at him. Ooh, 16.
That does not hit.
All right. And I'm going to take a guarded step right.
Okay. Holly, you are up.
Can I eat a cookie?
Right now?
It's going to take an action.
Then I'm going to wait on that.
Yeah. Wait till you're a little more hurt because we don't know how much they heal for yet.
Yeah.
That's true.
And you have 6 of them.
That's true. I'm gonna keep my cookie then. I'm not gonna eat it.
Cool. Sounds good.
But I'll do a guarded step back.
Okay.
And then I will shoot him.
Okay. So your trick attack is a full action that includes a movement. So you can still do a trick attack.
Okay, I'll do that.
Because your guarded step is just a movement. So you can still do trick attack then.
Okay.
It's just
4.
Plus like whatever. You hit.
Okay.
then roll again. Which one are you using?
This one?
So
21.
21.
21.
That does not hit. Gur, you are up.
I'm going to cast Jolting Surge.
Okay.
22.
That does not hit. Missile, you are up.
Let me go ahead and shoot at him again with my railgun.
Okay.
15.
That is a miss. It is now Santa's turn, and he's going to turn around and look at Holly, and he's going to pull out a list and said, I've checked this twice. You've been naughty. Can I get a will save from you?
24.
You are now a piece of coal.
Oh.
Meow.
That sucks.
And it is George's turn.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and attune Photon. And I am going to use Lunge.
Okay.
So I'm going to attack him from there. Nope. That's a 12.
All right, that is a miss. So, Holly, it is your turn, and you are a piece of coal. However, you appear to be in some sort of stone room, and there is one creature in front of you. The room itself is about 5 feet by 5 feet. It's very small. There's nothing else in the room except for the creature standing in front of you.
Is it a bad creature, like one of the ones we saw earlier?
Can I get a perception?
30.
It is a deer creature. You recognize it from the corpses in the other room.
Can I talk to it? I ask it what's going on?
Yep.
What's going on, dear man?
It appears that you have become coal. Have no fear. There is a way out of this. But where are my manners? I am the last reindeer, Comet. I sacrificed myself so that heroes would know how to leave this pocket dimension that Santa has created. The only way to leave this place is you must give in to your greatest fear. You will have one action to do anything that you want except leave this room. So you can't just be like, I leave the room.
What's your greatest fear?
My greatest fear is losing my ship.
Do it. Do it. Destroy it.
I take my ship keys out of my pocket.
So as you begin to think about your greatest fear, the room itself begins to open up and you see a ship as well as a button in front of you that says fear on it.
I look at my ship keys and I look at the ship that I'm seeing in front of me. And in my mind, I hear the theremin playing a slow, sad song. But as it's playing and the memories flow over me and there's a flashback of all the good times I've had with my ship, in that flashback I realize that all those good times I also had with my crew. My crew was there all along.
Wow.
They had my
Man.
back. They gave me cookies. They threw snowballs with me and built snowmen. And I realized it wasn't the ship that was my greatest possession. It was my friend ship.
It's beautiful.
And now you have to give us up.
No! and I drop the keys and hit the fear button.
And as you hit the fear button, you watch before you as your ship explodes. But at the same time, you begin to see the room around you disappear. And Comet looks at you and says, congratulations, you've escaped. And you return back to the living world. And given your prophetic moment as a piece of coal, I will now allow you to be on Santa's nice list. And you will actually, as a full action, be able to impart that benefit to your other 3 teammates instead of yourself. And that is only because of the moment you had inside that ship. That was way better than what I thought anyone was going to do.
Yes.
So essentially, the benefit to being on the nice list is you get a +5 to your attack roll and 2 d20 to your damage rolls. And you can either use that for yourself or you can impart that to all of your teammates.
So I'm kind of like on my knees after getting out of the coal. I look
Black
up.
soot on you.
I look up and I slowly stand up, a single tear rolling down my cheek, and I give the nicest gift to my friends. And then I say, "Meow."
And your team is now empowered. And we will go to Gur. You are up. So you get a +5 to your attack rolls and 2d20 to your damage.
On top of normal damage.
Yep.
Holy. Okay.
He did.
Just don't roll like you rolled with the screamer.
Yeah, I know.
A 2 and a 1.
Holy night.
Bravo.
I'm going to try to, well, I'm going to supercharge my weapon.
He's going to use everything he's got.
Hopefully.
Level
not-
4.
Hopefully not miss. Well, that's +5 anyway, so 29 to hit.
That hits.
Thank God.
How many dice he's rolling?
Look at all those dice. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
57 damage.
Okie dokie.
Take that, Santa.
Oh, jeez. And Missile, you are up.
Okay. Well, then in that case, I'll just do deadly aim on him.
Okay.
What does that do?
That -2 to my attack, but I can add half of my attack bonus as damage. 13,
Forget the +5.
18, 26.
That hits.
Thank God.
46.
No 3s.
No 3s.
Perfect.
Take that, Santa.
It is now Santa's turn again, and he'll kind of grumble at the damage you've done so far. Well, apparently, I need to step it up a notch. And he reaches in his back pocket, and he pulls out a red hat with a little white ball at the top of it, puts it on, and you feel a shiver run down your spine.
My android spine.
He's going to reach out his hand, and the air itself is going to coalesce in his hand into a giant snowball, and he is going to attack George.
Oh, no.
And that is a nat 20.
Oh, no.
George.
Is this considered cold damage?
It is.
All right.
So you will get some damage knocked off.
Yeah. Not enough.
He's rolling a lot of dice over there.
Oh, man. I'll have one more move after this.
I'll be to eat a cookie.
I don't have any. We didn't share them.
Oh,
You
shoot.
have one.
I
Yeah.
ate it
When?
when we were crossing the bridge.
Oh, yeah, to heal 1 damage.
No, I had taken a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not this much, though.
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. That's like
Yep,
19 dice
nope.
over there.
That is 32 damage.
Oof.
Plus whatever. What's your resistance?
5.
So 27.
27.
And it is George's turn.
All right, Santa. Fine. You want to play that way?
Dude, spirit bomb him. You'll be out of the game for 3 episodes, but at least don't kill him.
I think I need one more term to spirit
Unless
bomb
he
him.
misses.
Dang it. All right, I'm going to attack him from there with a lunge.
'Kay.
19 plus 5. 24.
That hits.
Yes.
Yeah, because Ty goes to attacker, so that hits.
Thank God.
All right, okay. So, come on.
Ooh.
50 damage.
All right. Take that, Santa.
Holly, it is your turn.
All right. I will shoot with my assassin rifle.
Oh, man.
19.
That does not hit.
I like the idea of the picture of you pulling out a sniper rifle to shoot him 5 feet away. Let me put away this pistol and pull out this sniper rifle.
Gur, it is your turn.
Am I still empowered?
You are not.
Oh,
I don't even want to play anymore.
jeez.
I'm done. I'm out.
I'm going to cast Jolting Surge.
Okay.
That is, if I could add here, 28.
That hits.
All right.
Look at all those dice he's rolling.
Yeah, but they're all D6s. Unbelievable. 28 damage.
Unbelievable.
That's still better than what I did.
That's all right.
And Missile, you are up.
How many times can we do the D20 thing? Just the once?
Just, yeah, you're only
Okay.
empowered for 1 turn.
Oh, man, you should have moved away from him.
Okay. I'll just go ahead and shoot at him again. 20.
That does not hit. It's now Santa's turn. He's going to shake some of the dust off from his red jacket, and he's going to look around at all of you and say, "That's enough. I'm done with this. You've all been naughty. And he'll snap his fingers, and you are all now coal. And just as you all become coal,
He's Thanos.
That's why everybody was turning to ash and snow.
I don't feel so good.
Holly is the only one that does not become coal. She resists the effects.
You're going to be alone with Santa.
Just what I wanted.
Damn.
And he, now that it's just him and Holly, he looks at Holly and he says, "You have cookies, don't you?" Can I get a reflex save from you?
He's going to try and steal.
Oh, man, you have all the cookies.
30.
27.
27.
In the blink of an eye, before you could even react, he is on the other side of you, and 2 of your cookies are missing.
He was looking for 28.
Santa holds one of the cookies and eats it,
Oh, no.
my.
and he is back to full health. I'm just kidding. Now, can I get a will save from George, Gur, and Missile?
24, or no, 22.
25.
16.
Gur and Missile will return to their normal form, and George, you will remain cold. Now is your turn, so you will wake up in a room that's 5 foot by 5 feet. It's very...
It's a good thing Gur wasn't in there.
That wouldn't fit. Oh, this is my fear.
I don't like this.
That's his fear, is losing his freedom. So he's in a room he can't be free.
There you go.
You see a deer man in front of you, and he looks at you and says, "Greetings. You must be the one who came in earlier. I am Comet. I am assuming you have many questions for me.
Indeed.
Your primary question must be how to leave this place.
Sure.
Give in to your greatest fear. That is the only way you will leave this dimension."
Oh, man. I don't know what that is. I don't like when people mess up my face, and it's not beautiful anymore. You know what's worse than the face, though? It's the heart that matters. When they mess with your heart.
As you begin to utter those words, the room itself begins to illuminate, and in front of you, you see a scene play out. It's a young George standing in front of a very, very attractive-looking gentleman. And George reaches into his very essence and pulls out what only can be looked at as his heart. He gives it to the other gentleman, and as George turns around and begins to walk away, the gentleman throws it away.
Oh, man. He threw my heart away. That was last Christmas.
I'm very proud of myself with this.
You tore me apart. Comet, what is this?
In front of you, a button appears, and the button says, "Fear."
Well, I guess I got nothing left to lose here, Comet, huh?
You push the button.
Push the button.
That memory is no longer foggy to you. It is now etched into your brain, and you cannot forget it again.
Oh, man.
However, the room itself begins to disappear, and you are back in the room with Santa, and you are empowered. But you can't give it to everyone else.
Okay.
It is Gur's turn.
He's over there now?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm going to cast Caustic Conversion on him,
Okay.
since he's covered in snow, and that's basically water vapor.
Hey!
Oh.
What's the save for that?
There is none. But you don't have to worry because I rolled a 5 to hit, so
Oh, okay.
hold on
All
a
right.
sec, though. Yeah, it's only if I hit, so you're good.
Missile, it is your turn.
I'm going to move, and then I'll take a shot.
'Kay.
That one.
What weapon did you use?
I use my railgun.
It explodes in your hand. Oh. You are prone, and you take 10 damage, and the weapon is no longer usable.
And may God have mercy on your soul.
And it is Santa's turn. So Santa is going to use Sleigh Ride again, and he's going to attack Missile, Gur, and Holly. First attack is going to be against Holly, and he's going to succeed.
Oh, no.
30 damage.
Man,
The next is Gur,
Santa rode you hard.
Kills me.
and that's going to miss.
All right.
Can't hit you with crap.
'Cause you've hit
And then he's going to attack,
stamina. So you have hit
Missile.
points left.
and he will get a bonus because you
So
are prone.
That's gone. So then -6.
And he will succeed.
No, it's 40.
Would you say he's helpless?
Yeah,
Wait,
minus
so,
6.
oh wait.
Is that a combat maneuver?
So I had 22.
It is not.
No,
So
you
it
had
was
Darn it.
minus 20.
28 damage.
32. So then you have 2 left.
Oh, you're right.
You should just put the number that you have left.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is really confusing.
And Holly, it is your turn. No, just kidding. George, it is your turn.
Oh, does the empowered only last for 1 turn?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Do everything, dude.
And get a solar attune again. But there's no point in using it right now.
Oh, okay.
Why is that?
Because because I don't have to roll for the thing.
You do get to add damage, though.
That's true. And it would be, but everybody's there. Does it
Yeah.
affect everybody?
Oh, yeah. It does.
I'm prone, so I'm good.
It's
would
really,
still hit you.
it's really all going to affect Gur and Missile.
It hits everybody though.
Radius.
In a
10-foot radius.
in a 10-foot radius.
Just depending on where you line up.
No matter where I line up over there, it would still hit everybody there.
Do it to it. Do whatever you want.
You get +5 to attack, so
All right, so I'll step lunge to just regular attack him.
'Kay.
27.
That hits.
50 damage again.
nice.
As you do the damage, Santa kind of falls down to one knee. And as he falls to one knee, you guys kind of feel a very uneasy feeling, as if you looked outside of your bodies. That feeling of outside looking in, like almost a projection of yourself. And Holly, it is your turn.
I would like to eat a cookie, please.
Can I get a reflex save from you?
22.
As you pull out the cookie, Santa goes, "That's mine." And he snaps his fingers. However, you're able to hold most of the cookie in your hand, so only a little bit goes to Santa, and he does not heal any health points though, but you still have the cookie now.
I will eat the cookie then.
Okay, you are completely healed. And Gerd, is your turn.
Ooh.
Guys, you should move away on this turn.
But then I provoke an attack of opportunity.
All right, it's fine.
That's fine. I'll just eat it.
All right.
I am bear.
I am going to just roll the hits.
'Kay.
I'm low on spells here. And good thing, because I missed.
What was it total?
Gentleman's 12.
That hits.
Oh, wow. Okay. 19 damage.
Okay. And Missile, it is your turn.
Standing is movement,
Yes,
so I can't take a guarded step after I stand.
you cannot.
'Kay.
Well, I mean, you can, but it would be the rest of your turn.
'Kay.
Or you could try to fire from the floor.
Do I get a bonus?
No.
Mm.
You would get a negative and he would get an attack of opportunity.
I don't see any cons
Doesn't he get an attack of opportunity even if he shoots just from a square away? Within 5 feet?
Yeah, within a threatened space.
Okay. So, either way, pick your poison.
Okay.
Santa.
I am going to stand up.
'Kay.
And
And your turn's
I'm
over.
going to go ahead and take a guarded step here.
Okay.
And then can I use quick draw to draw my weapon? Swift action.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And I'll draw my artillery laser.
Okay.
One of
And
the big guns.
it is now Santa's turn. He's going to get up from his one knee. And you can tell that this fight is actually wearing on him. First, it didn't really look like you guys were doing much, but now you can start to see that he is a little worse for wear. And he is going to say, now the gloves are off. And he's going to take his gloves off. And it is George's turn.
Die. And then I'm going to step here. I'm going to do supernova.
'Kay.
Sorry, everybody.
It's okay.
So you all make reflex saves.
21.
So I think everyone... What did you roll?
I rolled a 13. How big is the radius, though?
10 feet. I don't think it hits you.
No, I think I'm far enough out. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I will say that you're projecting it forward, so it won't hit Holly as well.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
It would only be Santa and Gur.
Okay.
I rolled 21 for the save.
All right. I'm assuming Santa saved too.
He did.
Okay. So that's going to be...
Half damage?
Half damage.
Okay. So,
It's like 4
So-
straight ones.
Yeah.
yeah, 22 halved, so 11 damage.
As soon as your supernova ends, you see that Santa's coat and hat are on fire.
Oh, yeah, it was fire damage too. I forgot
Weird.
about that.
From the sun?
Yep.
And Santa begins to get extremely angry. And Holly, it is your turn.
I will use my laser pistol.
Okay.
I definitely don't hit. That was a nat 1.
Roll for damage.
6.
Wait, what?
Wait. What am I
You
rolling?
roll for your weapons damage.
Oh. 7 plus 3.
10.
10?
You'll take 5 damage.
Okay.
And Gerd, is your turn.
Guys, I'm real bad at fighting.
That's okay.
You're the captain.
You're the captain.
We protect you.
I'm a supercharge again. This guy. Nope.
What did you roll?
11 to hit.
Roll for damage.
All right. 37.
The whole room begins to shake. Snow begins to fall from the top. And Santa bellows out, "I am eternal." And he evaporates into snow. As the room begins to shake more and more, the very center of it begins to fall apart into black nothing. Can I get a reflex from everybody?
Gentleman's 9.
That's a natural 20.
No
4.
24.
Really excited for that.
25.
Was.
Gerd, George, and Holly, you will not be able to escape the void that is filling the room. The darkness begins to spread and engulf the entire room. Missile, can I get a perception check from you?
Where is everybody? Where'd you go?
Check the bag.
25.
You begin to feel
Check the
cold
sack.
emptiness as you start to jump at the platforms that are still remaining as the darkness begins to spread. Can I get another reflex save from you?
Oh, no.
11.
You fall into the darkness.
I love my 20s. Just don't matter at all.
That don't matter.
You fall into the darkness, and you seem to just keep falling until finally there's just nothing. Then you feel the bright light begin to engulf your body, and warmth begins to warm your very soul. You hear a very familiar voice in the back of your head as it gets louder and louder. "Hey guys, are you coming out of it? You're back." You hear vigorous typing on a computer. "You guys can take the helmets off now. It's fine." You guys reach towards your head. You feel there appears to be some sort of helmet on. You take the helmet off, and a bright light begins to flood your eyes. And in front of you is a very familiar face. He's an elf with very, very perfect teeth. He looks at you guys and he says, "You did it. You're back. It's fine. Don't try talking. The simulation kind of wears it out of you. Your brain has to kind of come back to reality." You know this person as Hermie the elf, the only elf in existence with very, very pristine teeth. He begins to type on a computer next to him again. "Wow, I can't believe you guys were in there for so long. Wait a second. You guys did it. You're the only group that's ever succeeded." You hear more typing. You see a loading screen begin to pop up. "Oh man, the general needs this. He needs this information right away. I can't believe you guys succeeded at Simulation Holy Night. This is amazing. You there, in the corner." He points to Yosoki skulking about in the corner. "Come here, I need you." Just as he finishes that sentence, you hear knocking at a door. "Open now. This is CT5. Gingerbread House 12, let us in." "Oh no, they're here. Why? We're so close. Why does it have to be Claus Team 5? Yosoki, come here." He points again to the rat folk standing in the back. "You there. What? I'm sorry. What was your name again?"
It's Rizzo, sir.
"That's right, Rizzo the rat. Listen, I need you to take this turbo USB drive to General Rudolph right away. He needs to know Santa can be beat."
Yeah, I'll get this to General Rudolph. You have my word.
"Thank you. Get out the window before CT5 finds you." Rizzo begins to scurry out the window. Just then, the door crashes open. Hermie turns around and looks at the four of you and says, "This isn't really how I wanted things to end, but you four have done amazing work." He opens up his hand, and in his hand is 4 little pieces of white and red striped candy. And he says, "Here, eat these." All 4 of you reach out and grab a piece of candy and put it in your mouth. the world begins to get cold and dark. Just know, you four have done amazing things. Operation Silent Night can now be a go. General Rudolph and Frosty will be able to finally stop Santa and his gingerbread army. I don't think you guys understand how fucking awesome I thought this was going to be. As the door begins to fly open, two heavily clad soldiers walk in. Behind them, a human with an eye patch.
Penis Larry.
Walks in behind them. All four of you hit the ground, and as your eyes begin to slowly dim, you see the human walk forward, and on his coat, you see this E. Scrooge. Oh no. You'll never stop us now, Scrooge.
You go, Kermit.
Oh, Hermie. Did you not think we knew about your little simulation? They may have been able to be Krampus and Santa, but it's just a simulation. He turns and he kind of moves his head a little bit and looks at the four of you. It doesn't matter. They're gone now. Now what to do with you, Hermie? He picks Hermie up and says, you know what? I guess I'll just have to figure this out when I see you next year.
Ah!
Am I dead?